Still not live.
We're live. We're live. Allegedly.
We live. What's the deal? It is the Wednesday episode of the No Jumper News with an all-star fucking cast. You guessed it. I was caught up.
We already up to a rough start, bro.
I was in between calling us the all-star sidekicks and the all-star cast. But as you can see, we got a lineup of the other guys today. But other guys that are making big fucking waves. We got Moose Man in the building.
You know what it is, man. What's good with y'all? What's up now, Jumper?
We got Pooh, the flyest podcaster.
Come on, man. Y'all know how it goes.
In
Shout
the
out
building.
the vultures in the chat, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And after Moose's performance yesterday, I got to crown a new champ.
Yeah.
I got to crown a new
Yes,
champ.
way.
Made a mega meltdown happen in the building.
I see MAGA flooded the comments, but we know the truth.
But
we know the truth.
You guys don't give
Your
a damn
man's
about
protecting pedophiles,
Exactly.
man. Quit
Hey,
playing. You
hey.
can never win.
Come on, bro. Y'all don't give a damn about them kids. You guys are not the most moralistic people in the United States. You guys
Let's
are
go.
just
It
the
feels
most
good.
convenient fucking succubus out there. You're going to say and do whatever you want so your daddy Trump can get what he wants. And he's just trying to give those good old bubbles to Bubba.
No, but yeah, Brent, it was a good debate. I think we could have made it a little more organized, but obviously it's the first one. You know what I'm saying? That was like my first real formal type of debate. So like the next one, if it ever gets rammed back or Brandon debates somebody else, I debate somebody else, I think it'll be better. Obviously, you know, we dive into something new, but I think for what it was, I mean, we had like 3K viewers the whole time on a, you know what I'm saying, random little debate stream at 1 p.m. So I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. I think Brandon had some good moments. He was more good on like the spinning the narratives and all that, and because obviously we got the 2v1 narrative going. I think Adam could have sat back a little bit more in certain moments and just clarified the facts and then let me go at it with Brandon a little bit more. But other than that, I think it was overall good. I enjoyed myself. I had fun, and then, you know, afterwards, me and Brandon were like at each other's necks. We chopped it up. He was telling me about YouTube shit, you know, behind the scenes, how he ran his little program and all that. So shout out to Brandon, you know, cool sparring partner. But I look forward to moving up in the little debate world and all that.
Yes, sir. That was some good discourse. I was pretty vocal, even in the group chat. Me and Flacco were like, you know, had a little debate during your debate. I was saying that Adam was a little bit of a shaky moderator, but as I thought about it, like playing it back in my head, you know, there were points where Brandon was just lying or being dishonest. And I got to say, like, that's a big tick for myself as well. So, like, I don't know if it was shaky moderation, if it's like you just out here saying things that aren't like factual, you know, like kind of need.
Yeah, he was putting him in a hard
door.
spot as a moderator by not moving on and being like, nah, actually, let's reread that thing that you just read like 3-4 times and let's rehash it. So, but I think Adam does got to keep his cool. If you're going to be the moderator, you can't flash on one of the debate people. You got to be the cool, calm, collected one and let us be the raging ones. You know what I'm saying?
It was funny as fuck.
I think that he did the best he could with the circumstances.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck when Adam was like, Brandon, we're going to have to ask you to move on from it. I was like, I've never seen bro like handle a situation.
He was locking
like
in.
this.
Yeah, he was
like
locking
he was
in.
really trying to get in his moderator bag with the moderator language.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fair play to all you guys. Like, I feel like, you know, it's a tough space to be in. Like, debating on the internet about politics is it's something that a lot of people don't even have the courage to do, number one. So, yeah, I thought it was entertaining, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I would like a series of debates between you and Brandon and, like, other people and stuff. I don't know. I thought it was entertaining. I kind of like when No Jumper gets in its political bag with its, like, you know, regular rigmarole. I think it's dope.
Yeah, for sure. I could see like a panel or something. I don't think people want to see me and Brandon yell at each other every week. Maybe not, but
Nah.
I could see like some panels, some little. But just like you said, we dive into the political space, so it's going to be a little rocky. There's going to be some kinks that need to be worked out, but you're only going to get better, more informed.
The chat saying you lost, bro. What the fuck going on? You actually won or what? How you feel?
I mean, I won the 2 polls during the pod. They said it was all Mexicans in the chat, so that was the excuse then. So I don't know. So it's like there's arguments for both. You could say that Brandon won because he had
Steven and Nathan was in the chat.
had the cards stacked against him. But
bro, but also in a debate, if you get caught in like 2 blatant lies and then you just like he kind of tanked his comprehension skills with the whole California bill that you guys were talking about. Like, to me, that is low key kind of bowing out. Like, it's like, it's like when you go, it's almost like when you having a war of words and you go, fuck it, let's fight then.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
fight then.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It kind of has like
Yeah,
that
there it
energy,
is.
and you gotta
Yeah.
obviously like, handle it like a little bit better. So I feel like like, okay, when I was watching it, I was saying this is a good 50-50, it could be anybody's
Yeah.
whoop-de-wham, but then like it was that California conversation that really made me feel like, ooh, I'm gonna have to deduct a point, like in boxing. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose a point for that one. You're gonna lose a point for the Hillary shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if he's got 50 and he's got 48, come on, we can all do math.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it because I'm really not a politics guy. But obviously I tapped in because my boy was on there and shit. But like, I think my like consensus from before I even watched was like, shit, just based off of watching both of y'all content, I'm like, shit, I could kind of see Brandon getting more emotional and upset in a situation when he's dealing with somebody who's not necessarily reactive. Like, it's easy for Brandon to win a lot of conversations because Brandon going to talk that shit that's going to make somebody who want to just punch you in the face get to that point.
Like trigger you.
Now, when
shit,
you got
for
somebody, and not saying that Moose ain't, whatever, but like when you got somebody who just chill, who's really trying to focus on whatever it is, the topic that it is, and they just going to speak back to you or attack back with their words, it's going to be hard for a Brandon there because you really going to get put on the spot now at this point because it's easy, bro, when we see you winning these battles against, like, even, that's my boy, but a suspect. Like, suspect, you look bad in that situation because bro just talking to you and you ready to fight, bro. You feel me? So that's how I was raised on some shit. So before even watching it, I kind of already thought that, like, shit, I could see this getting emotional for Brandon, and Moose just kind of being on some, like, let's pod type shit. That's Moose
But
whole
he
thing.
got me
like,
at the beginning. I for sure was turning up. I was yelling a little
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much. So
That's
it's
debating,
all
though.
just learning.
That's
yeah.
debating, though.
Good.
That's
so
debating,
I'm not
though.
gonna act like Brandon was just super emotional and I was just stoic. You know what I'm saying? I was turning it up too. I was just trying not to. Like get into like the rolling in the mud with him. You know what I'm saying? He
You
say
think he
some
would've
shit
whooped
about
that ass?
Mexicans. I'm not about to start saying stuff about black people.
You think he
and
would have
stuff.
whooped that ass?
No. I mean, he might have snapped my arm in half, but I seen how he got down with Mikey. Okay, no.
I was to say, Moosey might have whooped that ass.
The
Moose.
pass pro D lineman
On
rusher.
God,
He
I'll
said
put
he
him in
got
that
him
pass pro for sure.
I'm not
bro.
gonna hold you,
I was
Moose.
He
off-
said his kickback step.
I'm not
On God, I was offensive guard for over 10 years. Stop
I'm
playing
not
with me,
gonna hold you.
Brandon.
Moose been accepting
God.
all fades. This motherfucker TF
Hey, but
third.
before we move on, bro, shout out my Aunt Hefe in the building,
Yeah,
man.
Aunt
I'm not gonna
Hefe in
lie.
the building.
I woke
Yeah.
up. Hey, yo, I woke up high off that Hefe juice. I was up all night tweaking off that Hefe juice, bro. I gotta buy a
I
couple.
need some of
I'm hitting
that,
them
bro.
to buy a couple lines today. I'm like, bro, let me get a
Some of
couple
that,
lines.
bro.
I'm finna put it in a Diet Sprite or something, man. That motherfucker was fire.
F.A.
Oh,
the
we gotta
hoodie is
do
fire,
something, too. We
bro.
got to get them little
Yeah,
things.
come on, you know we're gonna get right, man.
I've
you
been
know.
busy as hell,
I ain't,
bro.
listen,
I ain't,
bro,
gonna
I ain't
lie,
mad
bro.
at it. For all y'all wondering, man, I'm trying to get me and Hefe. We're gonna have a 2-on-2 match against some of my reality TV homies. You know what I mean? Me and bro on the basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Hefe
mean?
was saying
'Cause
he was
he said
serving
he was
shit
a
in
hooper.
prison.
I said,
Yeah,
okay,
he was
I gotta
going
see what's
crazy.
going on,
He
man.
said he was
So
going crazy.
coming soon, man. Y'all make sure y'all tell my boy Hefe we gotta get
Oh,
that.
God,
You know
fuck
what I mean?
around and get
The
a
world
check.
need
You
that.
better drop 30, bro.
Word.
You better drop 30. You better
yeah.
drop 83 on him, nigga.
I feel like Hefe's more like a Jokic role. Like he do everything. You feel me?
I
Like
ain't gonna
he
hold you.
rebounding,
What
he's
a-
assisting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like Joker.
Oh,
You
listen,
feel me?
bro,
Oh,
I got
God.
one of
I'm
my
all over the
homies.
place. Oh, God.
One of the homies is a D1 football player, and then the other homie is like a reality TV like challenge show type
Yeah.
guy. So I told Hefe like, man, listen, we gonna whoop ass. I ain't never worried about losing. I kind of already know. You know what I mean? What part we gotta play when we out that motherfucker, bro? Word, about the ass coming soon.
No, that's gonna be lit for sure.
Yeah. Nah, but to wrap up the debate topic, I get what you're saying, Pooh, but it's tough for these MAGA dudes when they've been talking this shit for the past 2 years about masculinity, competency, you know what I'm saying, not getting emotional. Liberals are crying all the time, screaming about this and that, and then you come up in here
I just
not
know,
in that
man.
framework.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
just
I get-
say that.
When y'all getting a race debate, like, man, how can it not get emotional, man? Somebody gonna say something
Somebody
that's gonna
gonna
make
feel something.
somebody feel like, oh, you discriminating or
Yeah.
No, it was
what you
politics
mean.
though.
Like, yeah, but I mean, but at the end of the day, it was still
Kinda
like,
Yeah, Brandon turned it into a
Thumbs
race
down
debate
to
pretty
it,
much.
Oh,
But
he was
Yeah.
sliding some slick.
he was hitting me with the burrito boy, your cousins coming over here, all that. But
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get into the mud and wrestle with the pigs. You feel me? I was just gonna keep it kosher.
Never broke his frame. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when I first like got into the debate, that's where like the part I kind of got into him about. I heard him was like yelling and shit like about, you know what I'm saying, Latinos being over here, like in particular Mexicans being over here, coming from Mexico, you know what I'm saying? He like, you know, waving they flags and stuff like that, and you know, y'all proud to be over here, but you know, y'all don't like Americans, and then like with the African thing and all that. And I feel the same way about Africans coming over here. I'm American. That's why I kind of got that little snippet part.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I know this gonna be a heated.
Yeah. It was a cool little different type of content, so I definitely enjoyed myself. I'm glad I was able to like, you know, bring something new to the platform a little bit. And if y'all think Brandon won, man, keep running it up in the comments. But I won them 2 polls, and your boy said he's okay with Ghislaine, Jeffrey Epstein's girl getting pardoned by Trump. He wouldn't have no problem with the most prolific pedophile of all time being connected to someone and her getting pardoned. So I think I won just off that, bro. I don't protect no pedophiles. It's bad whether you Democrat or you Republican. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad.
Agreed.
Yeah, and Brandon, you know you're my boy, but I've been telling you Moose is gonna smoke your boots for months. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real up here. You feel me? The same shit I said in the DMs, same shit I'm saying up here. But we still homies. But I don't know if we dealing with some technical difficulties. We can hop into these topics. Oh, you good? Okay, yeah, because we got the stocks up. You feel me?
At the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we can hop into these topics. Let's start with the biggest, I guess, no jumper news of the day. The court ruled that Big U's request to be released so he can attend his son's funeral has been denied. I think Whack 100 is going to be speaking on that in this clip.
Great Give TV. Let's get right to it.
Like, you got some fans be mad, bro. They don't even know what they be mad about.
For no reason.
Mad. Upset. I had one nigga tell me, you the reason why Big U can't go to his son's funeral. These niggas. And he wore the whole thing.
They could that freaky motherfucker off in the day room. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
I mean, he gotta know that they notice him on the phone.
Wait, what? The nigga did what in the day room?
Yeah. He was having phone sex.
Why you sound like that, Julie?
Boy, that nigga a sniper, man. Big crazy. You gotta get his ass up out of here.
And now, you know the cold part about it? Now that they didn't exposed it, they gonna shut him down now. They probably gonna kill his phone privileges now.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Using somebody else's pen or something.
Yeah, they telling him, man, like, you got somebody punching in their code, calling your people, then you telling your people how to make 3-way calls using the encrypted app. You talking to codees and you talking to people that have informed on you, telling them they gotta pay if they want to take a plea deal or for telling on you. And you're having phone sex with your girlfriend, so now his wife is really getting, it's about the 3rd time she done got slapped in the face.
He need to go say his old ass somewhere, man.
They got the nigga talking to the niggas that turned on him and saying,
He talking to the niggas, and I already know which one it is. He talking to the nigga, he's calling the nigga that then told on him, one of the informants. And they saying he's got his paperwork, so he was able to identify who's who and start calling them. And he got one of the niggas, his informant on him, making the 3-way calls for him to other people.
That's crazy. Yo.
they might keep it on just to keep recording because he's a dummy.
Well, now he gotta know what because it's in the paperwork.
He's still a
Then
dummy.
the use the denial to ain't no way. It's like, and now he reading what they on him about. Like, nigga, ain't no way you keep doing that.
He should put himself on punishment and don't call nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, from what I was seeing from a video I watched, and they were saying that most of these type of like motions to get out to go to funerals get denied. Is that true?
For sure, man. I'm not gonna lie, right? So when that first came on the internet that he was going to his son's funeral, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, you know what I'm saying, from out their community had dropped it on their channel and he had dropped the paperwork and they made it seem like it was set in stone. So I'm guessing that was just the motion. Like if it did get granted that this would be the criteria. So which if it did get granted, he would have to like basically pay to go to the funeral and he would have to pay hourly, U.S. Marshals and all that. They would have to be the transportation. You know, they're gonna be like right on you. Like it ain't really too much you can do. But as big as his case was though, look, bro, I said it and I just didn't want to I know I didn't say it, but what I was thinking, like I reacted to this. So my daddy died when I was in the feds 5 months before I got out. I went through the same thing. I already had been down. My sentence was over with, basically. I could have went and I was trying to pay to go to my dad's funeral. You feel me? As big as his case, my case was bigger than his, but his case is big. As big as his case is, I couldn't see it. I just, didn't want to speak it because, it's his son. And of course, I want to see him go to his son's funeral like I wanted to go to my father's. But the feds, they don't play no games. And when you in these situations and they got you like that, they not showing no solace. They don't care what you going through. This is like the clamp down on you. Like, we don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? We trying to squeeze you. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
Is any other like YouTubers like reporting the stuff that Wack's saying? Because he's saying they got him doing the phone sex on the phone. That's why they're not letting him. They saying he doing all that because I didn't see none of that from anybody else.
I mean, Wack a exposer. So you feel me? Like I said yesterday, I'm a reactor. You feel me? Like I'm just seeing this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some other channels probably ran the content, but Wack be having different content. Like he's an exposer, so he's gonna have different content that other content creators ain't gonna have.
Would you get in trouble for something like that? Like
get in trouble for what?
Just having phone sex? Like what? Why is that a violation?
I mean, if the jail want to trip and push the line, but like unless you just got like a up the ass tight, like a tight ass person that's just in listening to your phone because all your phones are recorded, and sometimes it might be a live operator listening in on certain people's phone, just depending. And sometimes your phone can be randomly picked. But like, I don't think they really be tripping over phone sex unless you just got like a bullshit police that's just up there just want to give you a write up for that. I mean, they could, but you rarely see that unless you just like somebody they targeting and they can't get you and they like, we just want to take your phone sex, phone gone 30 days.
But that actually wasn't the biggest thing, right? The biggest thing was that what Wack was saying is that he's talking to someone who is cooperating against him on the phone, right? Like in the title it says, Floss has to pay Big U to rat or something like that. So I guess what they're alleging is that he was on the phone with someone who is cooperating against him and making him do the 3 ways to connect to other parties.
Wrong move.
You shouldn't do that, right? Like once somebody is on paperwork against you, you have to have zero communication with
definitely. Them. You on a recorded call, and you trying to like 3-way. Like, man, look, they listening in. When you on a high profile case like this, every phone call you got, they're gonna have. They're listening in on every phone call. They're trying to get you for secret messages, stuff they might think you trying to get out on the under. Like they listening there. He gotta know he's under scrutiny. I know this is first time in the feds and all that, but he gotta know he's under he's under the microscope for sure.
Yeah, that's a that's a tough one. I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff like this don't be making any sense to me. Like if you on paperwork against somebody, why would you pick up the phone when they call you? You know what I'm saying? There's no way that I would do that, especially with the rules that of engagement in the streets and stuff like that, you probably not even worried about the person behind the bars, but the people around you that could get to you. But hey, man, this is a foreign world to me. You know what I'm
But
saying?
like morally, and you feel like people should be able to get out like that and go out because like people.
I mean, why not? If
Why,
you, like,
yeah.
regardless.
Well, the
look,
feds are gonna say you committed all these crimes. That's why you should have been thinking about, you know what I'm saying,
and
your
then
family when
then
that's
see,
what they're gonna say. You know what I'm
then
saying?
that's like, for me, that's what I'm saying. We had this argument. It's gonna be shit politically on a political level. A lot of shit is done wrong.
Yeah.
Y'all don't follow the
Right.
rules in
Yeah.
y'all
Right.
investigations. Y'all
Yeah.
entrap people.
Right.
Y'all do all type of shit. So it's like, I mean, yeah, whatever law y'all set in place that's been crossed that y'all
Yeah.
feel that somebody violated, somebody kid and died,
But the-
somebody father died. I feel like, yeah, if you got the money to pay
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
paying
for
for
sure.
it and you paying for the marshals, like, of course you should be able
And
to
it ain't
go.
like I'm saying I'm asking you to let me go home. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I'm just
he
asking
just
you to go let me. You
he
know
just
what I
an
mean?
MDCLA. It ain't like they got him tucked off in
hella far
like
away
got
or
him tucked
nothing.
off what's the little spot, the
Utah.
high max federal spot, like,
Utah type
no,
shit.
they it's in Denver, Colorado. The spot I'm thinking
Yeah, that's what
about.
I'm
It's I can't think of the name right now, but it's like that's like the spot. Like, you
ADX or
underground,
some shit like
88.
that?
So you saying he like right around the
Like,
corner,
yeah,
pretty
ADX
much.
and that
Yeah.
shit. He right here downtown LA. Shit, like, I can't pay to go for a few hours of my son's
And they,
funeral. You know
yeah,
what
and
I'm
they
saying?
said his
Muslim
other son
funeral.
was gonna pay for everything because obviously in the NFL, so
He's
they
got
could
the
cover it.
bread.
Ain't nothing.
See,
to,
and
you know
that's
what
the
I'm saying?
thing. When you got the funds to cover it, it's a problem. And if he wouldn't have the funds, he would have went up for the bail. Well, he ain't got the funds to
Yeah.
cover it, but now I got the funds to cover it.
And they
it's
like, nah, no go. Yeah.
So out of curiosity,
thing
what did they tell you when they denied your request? Like, what do you think they told him? Like, oh,
This
you're
what
a
they did
flight
to me.
risk or
So
something?
I got denied because what they did to me was, right, my dad had died November 8th. The next day, November 9th, I was in the hole. I was like, so they came. I found out my pops was dead. So off the back, they called me down to the chaplain. Chaplain called me down there. I already know my pops was dying, so they like, hey, your pops died. We'll tell him what's going on. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, off the back, asking them, like, how do I go about going to the funeral? So the chaplain breaking everything down to me, give me the paperwork. I do the paper. I'm doing some paperwork right there. He like, all right, I got to set everything in motion. We got to figure out what day the funeral gonna be. From there, I go back to the unit. That next day, I was in the hole. Like, the people came, blitzed my cell, took me to the hole, asked what I'm going to the hole for. They said under investigation for a threat assessment. Like, a threat assessment on who? They couldn't tell me. Then a threat assessment turned in to me trying to get drugs into a jailhouse facility. So it was just a whole bunch of BS. So I didn't even get to end up going because I was in the hole. So
Damn.
I don't know if I was gonna go or not, but I think I could have made it because, like I said, I was 5 months to the door anyway.
Okay. So the
So as
closer
soon
you
as I
are to the
beat them-
end, the more likely.
Yeah, so as soon as I beat them in the hole and beat my write-ups, like a week later, I went to the house.
And I seen they also said like, oh, you can't go, Big U, but we'll offer you an alternative, and you could like have a Zoom call and view the body and stuff like that. I heard that the Fed supposedly offered that as an alternative in like the paperwork or whatever. But is that just like some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? To like suffice. You
I
know,
mean, it ain't like it ain't like
but
no.
it's at least something. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't like no bullshit. You can see, you can visually see, but
Yeah.
that's already technology the Feds already got. You in there, you got tablets, MP3 music, like all type of stuff. So it's just like, I mean, anything is better than nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
you can
for
view
sure.
it, at the end of the day. So, but I mean, like I said, if you got the funds to pay,
you should be able to go.
pay the U.S. Marshals, right here in L.A., you in L.A., shouldn't even be no reason. They ain't even got to travel nowhere. Probably just wrap this up in about 2 hours, 2-3 hours type thing. Look, it ain't we ain't going to let you go to the repast, but we going to let you go to the funeral, burying, you know what I'm saying, to the cemetery, then we got to transport you back.
Because I know
Let
they
them
be on 'em.
people. My fault, bro. Let them people see their peoples, man. Simple as that. Like at the end of the day, I really can't see any reason why. Specifically, like what Ant keep keying on too is just like if you got the funds to make this happen, there honestly should be no reason why, unless you are like one of the top violent, most like escaped criminals. Then I get it. Y'all like, all right, we can't grant this dude that. You know what I mean? He gonna run. You know what I mean? But like, if that's not necessarily your case, even if you got a bad, charge or whatever the case may be, like, bro, this is the last time I'm gonna ever be able to see whoever it may be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna pay for y'all to make sure that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do nothing here. You know what I mean? Like, we not going, if anywhere, it's not gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So, let them people see their people, man. That shit to me is kind of stupid. I don't get it. Y'all willing to let them see it on the internet, but y'all not willing to do it in person. And this dude it ain't like this dude got a record of running and I mean, like
yeah, he turned himself in, but you know what they're gonna try to make it do? Like just how when they locked him up, see, they trying to make it out like, you know, he's the leader of the 60s. And, you know, they're gonna come with the element, oh, this is a large criminal street gang and he got control. So if we let him out, it could be a potential that he put us in danger with them. That's how they're gonna try to play it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
Is like they try to act like this shit is like a movie. Like you feel me? Like he's gonna have like the whole hood pull up and aid and abet him and escaping, and people might die and all
Mission
this
Impossible.
Yeah,
Underground
Mission
tunnel,
Impossible
you know what I'm saying?
type
Like-
shit. Like they're gonna have
Some
all
El
this shit
Chapo
set up
shit.
or whatever. But in reality, it's like, you know, whatever allegations is on him. Like, bro has been a public figure for years. His son is in the NFL. You feel me? He's a public figure. He's not about to probably let some bullshit go on under his watch and under his name and all that.
Right,
you know, the NFL is highlighting him for the death of his brother. They are
Right.
showing respect to him and his people. So it's like,
right.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know,
They
it's
overwhooping, bro. They
yeah, it's a dirty
overwhooping,
game.
like, and it's like, is to me, it really, like, yeah, that's probably in the back of their mind, bro. A leader of the 60s, whatever, you know what I mean? He might have a situation where it might be overwhelming for us. But I think really what it is just like a clout move, like, nah, fuck that. Like, you and the feds, like, we don't give a damn about nothing that's going on with your
there
situation.
was like a murder
Like,
involved.
there was a
with
murder that
the case,
occurred,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
somebody else can't go to or somebody else can't now see their son.
But I can
and
see that
hug their
point.
son.
If I'm
And-
if I'm that person's family that you in prison for supposedly allegedly
Or that
killing my
prosecutor.
family member, I would say
Not
don't
even-
let him out to see his
the
kid at
family
the
is
funeral
the
because
family
they're
is the obvious,
you know what I'm saying,
but
upset.
it's the prosecutor who's like,
Yeah, but like
no.
you said, like if they got a bunch of crazy charges, like Ant said, that is how they talking about him. Like he the leader, you know what I'm saying? He was orchestrating all these crimes going on. So it's like that is how they treat him.
That ain't shit. Y'all been seeing the content. It ain't what Ant said. This with YouTube. The news. Like I said, I just react to what they saying. I ain't said nothing because I don't know that to be true.
Yeah.
Like for me,
That's what
ain't
the feds are
nobody no
alleging.
leader in no gangs. Like it's too many people to be in a gang. Like you know what I mean, it's too many people in gangs to just key in on one person and say he leading all this. You know what I'm saying? But like I even seen on my case, I ain't gonna lie. Not even talking about his situation because, like I said, I'm not too involved in his situation. Just talking about my situation. I was on a 62-man indictment, and when the feds got you and they got your phone tapped, you your own worst enemy because you put yourself under enemy lines because you be saying all type of stuff and you might hype some stuff up, popping it on the phone, and this stuff I had leave
More
you
than
with
reality
it, and this
type
stuff
shit.
would leave you with a CCE charge or something. You feel me?
Damn.
I seen a lot of my co-defendants mad. I'm like, bro, shit, your phone was tapped, you was popping,
talking it.
Feel me?
Yeah, I think what Pooh said though was pretty potent. Like I think it's maybe the prosecutor not wanting to humanize him in this moment. You know what I'm saying, and have any mercy in the court of public opinion. You know what I'm saying, that his son just lost his life in an unfortunate circumstance, and you know he wants to go and grieve with his family. The prosecutor is probably really just twisting that nail and wants to, you know, portray him as a gang leader, as a monster, as someone who's capable of creating heinous crimes and stuff, and not really like giving him his fair shake. But yeah, I mean, I could see both sides. You know, obviously it's an unfortunate situation, but I'm not gonna sit here and say like I don't understand like what Moose is saying. You know what I'm saying? If I had lost a family member behind somebody's actions, you feel me?
Shit, it ain't too much sympathy
you
you
get a
offering
kind
to
word
that
from me.
motherfucker.
I'ma just
here.
leave it there. You
I
ain't
feel
getting
that.
not one kind word from me.
So who lost somebody behind somebody else?
They was talking about the
I said
the
allegedly. You know,
the artist dude that they was saying that
Yeah,
they
but
was
y'all,
trying
y'all
to put
can't,
on
but
him.
that's what I'm saying. See, we can't go with that narrative. You even got people in the chats like that's all. This is by way of YouTube. Like for me covering, or from what I seen, didn't they? I thought that they said that his DNA was like
Wasn't
conclusive
found
of
and
something
stuff,
like
yeah.
that, and he like wasn't a suspect no more, or something like that. So
Okay.
it's just that YouTube just be like running crazy like with this stuff, like it's just pushing the narrative and the algorithm with the wrong stuff. Because if it was you, and like I said, it could be true, it could not be true.
Yeah.
But you know, if you don't know if it's true or not, it ain't cool to push the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
They saying this, it's alleged.
Alleged,
or, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We
Sure,
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Like it's
For sure.
It's fucked up that somebody don't get to see their child get buried. Man.
For sure.
For sure.
That's-
100%.
That's terrible. I also want to point out, by the way, hi guys, good to see y'all.
What's good, Les?
You know, Mayor MacArthur Park in the house, all that. With that being said,
the meth minister.
Yeah. I want to let the meth minister so hard.
Adam killed you yesterday.
Bro, that father was hilarious.
Hey, I will say this. What's up with Lovejoy in the comments when Wack posted this news? Lovejoy was in the comments with laughing emojis.
What
He
you
thought,
Lovejoy?
it was funny that
I mean, clout, right?
What you
That's
mean?
clout
Yeah,
chasing, right?
that's expected from Lovejoy. They really don't fuck with bro. Like, I mean, from what the content that I consume is just like, it's really like fuck y'all. Like, you feel me? Like, that's really how they feel about each other. So
Wasn't
I
like
mean,
Lovejoy at like
I ain't
some of his like
surprising.
court hearings and
Yeah,
stuff? Like he
for
did content
sure.
like posted out front of the courthouse and stuff. I'm
bro,
pretty
he was.
sure.
Yeah, I
during
mean,
the
for me, I
arrest.
ain't gonna, I'm not gonna speak out about like, cause like I said, at the end of the day, like when it come down to it, like I said, I react to it. Like as far as like 600 and him, like that's 60 business. You feel me? Like at one point in time, they had a relationship or whatever they fell out about. You know, shit. When it's war, it's raw. You don't know how nobody gonna wage war, how they gonna pay. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, you don't know how nobody gonna play.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna play differently. So it's just like, shit. At one time they was cool for whatever they fell out about. You know what I'm saying? He owned what he owned.
Yeah.
That's just a very morbid thing to make light of to me. Like
He was saying like some disrespectful stuff. Like
he just put the laughing.
just
emojis.
laughing at the fact that you can't get out to go see your son, or you know what I mean, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I understand that.
And like I said, yeah.
Yeah, not to
But I
kill
mean,
a conversation, but I will really not key in on that too much. That's some shit that two men got going between each other. That's from the same organization.
Let's want to bring.
I'm messy.
So I'm just saying,
What
like,
you mean, bro? I'm messy.
As
long as we know,
Messy
love. As long as we know, as long as you
messy.
I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't even
me
trying to
know
call
I'm
you messy. I'm just saying.
messy love.
Somebody gotta.
Shout to Cash Lord Mess.
Somebody gotta say the
do
shit. Somebody
Lord
gotta say the
Lush.
shit that people be thinking. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, especially living in LA, the politics keep a lot of people from wanting to really say how they feel on shit respectfully, though. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that, because it's too much that comes with that, commenting on a situation between two men. But at the end of the day, shit, I respect Lush take, because it's like, shit, at the end of the day, I'm a podcaster, bro. Like, this is my job. I'm supposed to talk about the shit that's going on and the shit especially the shit that stands out.
Yeah.
Man,
You feel me?
600, a grown ass man, he knew exactly what he doing with that comment.
Well, he knew that Lush would bring it to no jumper. That's why he commented the laughing emojis.
Of course, I understand.
You trying to get in the
everybody angle,
news.
and for me, yeah, it's the politics, but like no as well too. It's just like with any situation, like it's just like I don't care if this was a non-affiliate situation. Just when it's involving like death and children, like I don't play with the dead. Like
It's too sensitive.
I let the dead rest in peace. Like I don't roll up out packs and none of that. I roll up cookies. You feel me? Like
I respect that side of it.
Yeah.
I respect that side of it. But I
Good
think
Girl Scout.
one thing I do want to leave open for people to be able to do is listen, like, we can speak about the dead. Even if like you might have a distasteful take on the dead, it's okay for y'all to speak about the person. Like I don't believe in disrespecting a person who can't necessarily defend themselves, but as long as you keeping it in the realms of just an honest opinion without it being disrespectful, I do think we need to like open up the door to be able to speak about people, because bro, like one thing I noticed, and I noticed this mainly with like two of the largest figures out here, which is like Draco and Nipsey. It's like, you better not say no shit about that. You feel me? Like, and I realized that, and I'm like, damn, why can't somebody just have an honest conversation on how they feel or how they anticipate or how they, took in whatever was going on with that person's career, as long as they're not disrespecting that person and what they got going on. You feel me?
You can say whatever you just got to stand on it. You feel me? Like you gonna have consequences for whatever you say.
It's like
yeah,
what
for
Munchie's
sure.
been
You
saying,
can
though.
say
It's not
exactly
what you
whatever
do,
you
it's
wanna
how
say.
you do it. You feel me? Like, I had my conversation about Draco. It was respectful discourse. I was just like, hey, respectfully, I don't see it the same way as y'all. And we the same age. You know what I'm saying?
It was Aaron Jones.
Don't do that shit again. Hey, don't do that shit again, Lush.
Adam gonna call in.
Don't do that shit again, Lush.
But with anything though,
Lush
whether
is
it's
crazy.
that person Pop Smoke, whether it's how you do it, not what you do. You feel me? Like you don't gotta be on eggshells about if somebody did some shit when they were alive, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. We can't just once they die paint them as a saint. You feel me? They might be gone Billy Badass, and it's like, you better not talk about me like I wasn't out here terrorizing shit. You better talk about me how the fuck I was out here, not that I was this saint angel, whatever. I am who I am. My name is my name type shit. So I feel like, you got to play it both ways, but it's just how you do it, though, right?
I think the problem is that at the end of the
but
day, what happens is that people is just commenting on the craft. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's what's fucked up. Is like motherfuckers want to probably do something to you just because you commenting on Draco's craft. You ain't saying nothing disrespectful. It may be distasteful towards people because they feel otherwise, but it ain't nothing disrespectful. It's just my honest opinion on this shit.
Yeah, my cousin was mad at me.
And this niggas who I'm sure want to crash you because of this shit. And it's like, damn, bro, I'm just talking about somebody's craft. And that's what I'm really kind of keying in on is where it's like, damn, it ain't even about like, oh, make sure you saying things that's respectful, because I see plenty of cases where it's like motherfuckers could be just saying the most respectful shit just as far as disagreeing with them, and they still coming at you.
Yeah, but that's different. And just like with social media, you got to understand, like, this is YouTube. So, you know what I'm saying? We upload it. You got fans watching. You got the chats watching. So, of course, this is what's going to get pushed in the algorithm now. I'm saying, like, as far as being disrespectful, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to just hold myself accountable. I can't tell nobody else how to act. We all individually are who we are. You know what I'm saying? Diverse people. So I'm not going to never try to tell nobody how to act. Like, you know what I'm saying? For every action, there's a reaction. Now, it's fine and dandy. Now, you can have an opinion on something, like whether it's lyrics or whatever the case may be, or your likes or dislike about somebody, you know what I'm saying? Whether they hear or not hear. I'm just saying, like, for me, just like with the disrespect, like, oh yeah, I'm rolling up this pack and F them and laughing at him. That's why he did. That's he was doing the same thing. Yeah, that's like, I don't got to speak that. Like, you feel me?
That's I think that's weird. Yeah. But now my question for you then, Ant, would be like, all right, and not even like to speak on a specific person, but like, would you comment on like a person who's already passed away on some like musical shit or whatever you know what I mean, like if they entertainers, whatever, like you comment on they whatever they do.
Because I do music. Like if I'm asked a question like about like how I feel, I give my opinion, like for sure, because like I just feel like when it comes to music, like it really ain't no good or bad opinion. It's just like, if I don't like your music, like, what's the problem? Like, I ain't saying like F you. Like, it's just like, if I like a certain different type of cadence, or I'm a lyric type of guy, a metaphor type of guy, some dude swag rap, like, no, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, with you giving your opinion on the take of lyricism, like, you upload your music to be heard. Criticism come with that.
Yeah, most of my friends hated my music.
But with the rolling up an op pack and all that type of shit, it's always gets credited to Chicago. Is that true that fools like in LA wasn't really on that smoking the dead shit till Chicago kind of made it that trend? You feel me? Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, that's who started that trend. You know, from my understanding, that's their thing.
But LA like wasn't on that before that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like disrespecting dead people and stuff.
They wasn't. No, they been disrespecting dead.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Like LA was uploading, kicking candles over.
Okay,
like pulling up at your candle, like kicking your candles over and being disrespectful.
Okay.
Like, but like the op pack, that's just like
just a certain term. You know what I'm saying?
But disrespectful.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. Because that's how some people try to make it like, oh, LA wasn't dissing no dead people until Chicago came around.
They wasn't rolling up no op pack.
Yeah,
you gotta understand.
Which not just LA, a lot of the world took that lingo. I'm rolling up this pack, I'm rolling up this pack. It was just something that was trendy.
LA, even like the Tuka word, people didn't know that was like a person that passed away. They was just like, oh yeah, I'm smoking this Tuka.
Disrespectful to the dead. Like, at Chicago, to start being disrespectful to the dead. Like, any city where it's gangs at, I'm pretty sure they ain't been disrespectful to the dead.
Yeah, I just had to clarify, because I've been seeing people try to make it seem like Chicago just started that and the whole world just started dissing the dead. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, those motherfuckers have been doing that.
But like you said, they specifically smoking on.
Yeah, they coining the coolest term and the coolest way to do it, pretty much, and make everybody do it.
They mainstreamed all that.
That's Sean Don.
That's Sean.
That Diddy.
That's Sean Don.
No, that's my cup right here. This is my cup.
Somebody tried to play us last week, man. They said you bought that
Cornell. Hey, yo, look, this is when niggas had me fucked up, right?
What's up, New York? You gotta answer this.
This is when niggas had me fucked up. Hey, yo,
Cornell West.
Fucked up. All right, peep this, right? Niggas said I look like, yo, bro, I've been hearing that since I was young. I look like Jadakiss. All right, listen. This is how you define champagne in my eyes, bro. You feel me? You got Andres and Bubbly, Barefoot, and Barefoot. Right, that's
the Barefoot Pookie.
Yeah, come on now, exactly.
Barefoot Pookie.
Then you start to get like, and I'm talking about main name brands. There's a whole bunch of champagne out there, right? But like, then you got the Corbels, you got the Proseccos, you got the shit that start with the M. Yeah, but this is just like I'm saying like caliber. You feel me? And then you got that next caliber where you start to go into like Bel Air, Sean Don, shit like that. And then you got obviously the Aces and the motherfucking
Clico.
and the Clico and the Vuve and shit like that. You feel me? I'm not walking around here buying $80 bottles every time I'm sipping, gang. So niggas talk about in the chat, talk about, oh, that ain't no Vuve or some shit like that. The fuck I look like, nigga? I just need me something smooth. I'm not trying to prove. Cool. I'm not trying to prove. No, they talking about the Corbel. Nigga, I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody. Now, if you walk around sipping that Andre and that barefoot, you're wrong. You feel me? You're wrong.
But you can't do that, though.
What if you with the bitches, though? You're wrong.
You can't say my bar. You can't say my level is cool. But if you down there, fuck you, nigga. You can't do that, bro.
The reason why I'm telling niggas,
that's what they do.
The reason why I'm telling niggas, it's like a nigga advocating. It's like a nigga advocating for Four Loko, gang. You can't. Everybody knows what the fuck Four Loko goes on. Niggas know what the fuck go on at that level.
He had us, and he fucked up. He had us, and he fucked up.
Because with you saying that, the same motherfucker that hopped in the chat might be like a, you know what I'm saying, rose or gold bottle, you know what I'm saying? Gold bottle type of guy. He feel like, because he was trying to bleed my chat, like, man, hey, man, he gave y'all Cornell.
Listen,
I'm like, man, I'm looking at my phone like, man, bro.
It go in the middle of the pot. It go in the middle of the pot. I don't know if niggas peep in the middle of the pot.
Looking at his cup and shit.
Said, hey, yo, what we drinking?
Yeah, he was asking.
Hey, yo, somebody was like, champagne. He was like, nah, like, what we drinking? I was like, yo,
be specific.
The fuck going on? Like, so mind you, bro. Once again, niggas can catch me sipping Corbel. Niggas catch me sipping Prosecco at the motherfucking at the Sunday brunches and shit. Man, like I said, I ain't no nigga who gonna fake it, man. Listen,
as far as cheap champagne goes, I'm an Andre kind of guy.
I'm not doing that. I can't do that.
Really good.
I can't do that, bro.
That's funny as fuck because he was asking me and I was like, why Hank keep asking me what we sipping? I'm like, damn, Hank faded. I'm like, why keep asking me?
I wonder why. Man, dude on me like, man, hey, man, he like, I'm like, Cornell, what's that? I'm like, he like,
Cornell Stewart?
Cornell West, bro.
I'm like, where Cornell West? He like, man, I don't know. I'm like,
it's Corbel, bro.
Crazy,
hey,
bro.
listen, man. If niggas is too cool to sip Corbel, too rich to sip Corbel, hey, respectfully, man, do your thing, brother.
No, they should make a hood version of Corbel called Cornell.
Come on now, come on now. That niggas is tripping, man. But
what's the next topic,
hey, man, y'all want to get into this Lil Durk shit?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, man.
All right, so Lil Durk wants the judge, prosecutors, and every attorney from the U.S. Attorney Office in the Central District of California removed and barred from representing the government in his case. Lil Durk found out that the judge and prosecutors both received threatening phone calls from fans of Lil Durk threatening to kill them. However, they hid the threats from Lil Durk and his defense attorneys even after the judge got the FBI involved to investigate them. The judge and prosecutors had multiple ex parte, off-the-record meetings to discuss Lil Durk and the threats without Lil Durk attorney being present. Lil Durk believes the judge ruling on his bond and other things while keeping his threats a secret violated his constitutional rights. Let's take a look at the link. You feel me? So before we go off, because, you know, I like to pontificate before. We're going to watch the clip first. You tired of me?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Major motion filed by Durk's lawyers in his murder for hire case out in federal court in California. Let me walk you through it. Now, this particular motion is about whether the whole court process has been fair or whether it's been compromised by stuff that's been happening behind the scenes that we've never not heard about until now. Here's the story from the defense lawyers. First, the judge who handled the early parts of the case, like the bail, the detention, he got a series of really serious death threats. A caller left voicemails on the official court phone talking about killing her, harming people in the courthouse, and saying that if Durk and his co-defendants got life, this caller's going to burn the place down. This was serious enough that U.S. Marshals and the FBI got involved, opening a full investigation. They gave it a case number. They treated it as a real security threat, not just some dude trolling online. Then, a little bit later, after the judge got the death threats, the lead federal prosecutor on the case, the main guy trying to put Durk away, gets a life-threatening phone call where they're making death threats over the phone. This time the caller talks about killing the prosecutor, people who work at the courthouses, people at the prosecutor's offices. The FBI opens another investigation. You've got the judge being threatened, the main prosecutor being threatened, multiple federal law enforcement investigations that are active looking into it. And the problem, the defense says, with all of this, Dirk's lawyers are being told nothing. For months, during that same period of time that these threats are going on, the investigations are active, the judge who was threatened keeps making big decisions in the case, including decisions about whether Dirk stays locked up. Should he still be there? Shouldn't he recuse himself? The judge relies on her prior rulings. Prosecutors are still arguing that Dirk is dangerous and uses other people to do violence for him. The idea that a judge who's getting death threats is listening to arguments about how this guy threatens people and then making decisions. The defense is basically saying, imagine playing in a championship game where the referee is getting death threats about what happens if your team wins. The league knows. The security knows. The ref keeps reffing the game, calling fouls on you, throwing your players out, and you don't find out about any of this until months later when the championship is decided. Even if the ref swears they tried to be fair, you would feel in the bottom of your heart that that game was not fair. And everybody looking on the outside would look at it and say, that's not fair. That's the heart of this motion from the defense for Little Dirk. When a judge is personally threatened in a case, is talking with law enforcement, talking to security about it behind closed doors, and yet keeps ruling on that same case without telling the defense that I've been threatened, the appearance of fairness is gone. Prosecutors have a problem too, because it's not just the judge, it's the prosecutors getting threats and then making arguments about how they should lock this guy up because he uses people to make death threats. But they're active investigations. You don't even know what's going on. These are huge conflicts of interest. Because of that, the motion asks for really huge remedies, really huge relief for Dirk. First, they want all the local judges in the Federal District of California taken off the case. And they want a new judge from outside the district to be brought in. Someone who wasn't threatened with death. Someone who hasn't been involved in the investigation and the security response. Second, they're asking for the entire local U.S. Attorney's Office to be removed from the case. They want a different office, again, with prosecutors who haven't been threatened with death. And third, they go even further and they say, you know what, the charges should be dismissed permanently because the process has been so compromised that you cannot even fix it at this point. They know that's a little extreme, so they suggest that there are backup options like holding an evidentiary hearing so that the defense can hear about what's happened with these threats, so that the judge can make a proper decision about, hey, should the judges from this district where the death threats have been made continue to preside over this case? Should the prosecutors from this district continue to preside, or should they step aside and let another group of judges and prosecutors who have not been death threatened to come and take over? If you boil this down, Dirk's lawyers are saying this isn't just about what's in lyrics or what's in indictment. This is about process first and foremost. And if we can't have a fair process, then we got nothing. And so let's get that done. Major.
All right, man. All this, man, is some, like, this whole case, man, this like, for me, my opinion, is some BS, right? Every week you hear something different. You know what I'm saying? Every week they lock him up for murder for hire because of some lyrics. That get debunked. The song get put out probably a year before this murder for hire situation happened. Then they try to come back, oh, well, we didn't say when we was saying it happened. So now they trying to come with this narrative that Dirk is having all these prosecutors and these judges threatened. Man, this man is in jail, locked up. He's a celebrity. He get caught with this, it's going to go high profile. You got 1 million people in jail getting caught with phones. That don't make the news. It makes the news because it's Dirk. This man ain't got nobody threatening no prosecutors or no lawyers. These can be fans, anybody, you know what I'm saying, just threatening them, saying, you know what I'm saying, this man's a beloved rap star. Yeah. They making this out to be OTF. And I think that they should, like, give him that. Like, all right, since y'all so scared, and y'all feel like that y'all life is in jeopardy, like, just, you know what I'm saying, back up from the case and let us bring somebody in from the outside and let them do the case and deal with it, because it's like a whole bunch of entrapment. Like, they acting like he's just like this big mafioso member. Damn, did they, like, he acting like he El Chapo.
Okay, but what about the fact that they're trying to get the whole they didn't even reveal that this happened. Like they didn't even tell the defense.
Yeah, that's weird too.
That's like the most egregious thing the prosecution has done,
Like-
and the judge. So you're getting the prosecution and the judge are supposedly both receiving threats, and the defense is not even being privy to this knowledge. That compromises the entire case.
Again, look, soon as they look, El Chapo, I don't even think he even really got to see a detention center. Certain people of certain statures, they don't even get to see a detention center. And I just throwing him out there. I'm just saying, like, when you of a certain stature, you're not even about to be walking around in no MDC LAs. All this trying to have an anonymous jury and all that, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
y'all
weird.
just basically just might as well just get a man no trial and just say guilty.
For shit, sure. For shit,
Well,
sure.
but so this guy, Blue Eyed Jesus, brought up an interesting point when he was like, most likely when he's asking for the whole entire case to be dismissed, he knows that that's like an excessive claim.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
he's doing that. Still shows a lot of leverage on Dirk's behalf. The fact that they're even willing to make such a bold declaration to the court, like, hey, like honestly, this should get dismissed. I know that's not gonna happen, but really, this whole thing's been bullshit. Let's take the entire investigative force away because it's compromised. We need a new motherfucking judge. We need a new prosecutor. This is all bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
So him even asking for that, it just shows there's a lot of leverage. I take this as a good sign for Dirk, and I see a light to zero sentence at the end of the day. Like looks like a strong move on Dirk's behalf.
Free Dirk.
No, because like for real, because sometimes like in these Fed situations, bro, it ain't even about the proof. It be word of mouth. Like I done went through it. I done seen people come in, lie, and say that, oh yeah, I dealt with him. He had sold me drugs and stuff like that. So it's just like, man, this whole situation is just crazy. Like how they painting it out like we just need an anonymous jury. Can't nobody see it. He might as well be an ADX then.
Yeah, like Lush said, it kind
Might
of
as well
gives
have him next door to Larry Hoover.
Yeah, it kind of gives like credence to the defense because the prosecutors didn't say nothing because they wanted to move forward with that judge and prosecutor having that thought in their head, and that's because they don't got the evidence. If you don't got no problem and you feel like you got them dead to rights with the evidence that you got, you're not going to be worried about the person who's getting threats being removed because you like, oh, we got all this evidence, we good. They wanted to move forward with that judge and with that prosecutor and with all them people that got threats so they could have that little thought in the back of their head that, oh, you telling me exactly what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that must have been his peoples that called me, not some fan. You know what I'm saying? When obviously it's some fans. So if you're a fan of Lil Durk, stop calling the prosecutor and threatening their life because you're making it harder for him when you trying to be a little fanboy and shit. Like, just stay out of it. Support him. Say free Durk on Instagram. You don't got to threaten nobody over the phone, bro.
The fans think they slide in for Dirk.
But it's a lot of contradiction, right? Because they're trying to treat it as if it was just some internet nonsense and it's not that big, but they opened up 2 official investigations with 2 of the highest like investigating officers in the nation. So clearly you thought it was serious enough to do that, right? So don't you think that this is a serious enough concern to voice it to Dirk's defense? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to play both sides of the fence like, nah, this isn't going to affect how the judge views things and, you know, any kind of biases won't be introduced, but we're taking it to that level of seriousness behind the scenes. You feel me? If you got, he said what, the FBI was investigating and who else? He said two officers. I can't remember exactly. If that is
probably was like the DA or something.
Something like that.
A DA, probably.
Yeah.
FBI and DA.
If that's happening, then it should be fair enough to tell.
I mean, ATF.
Yeah.
Because the guns.
Tell Dirk's attorneys that, hey, this is happening. Have y'all received any threats? There's tons of ways they could have made them privy to what's going on, and I don't know.
Because, hey guys, your fans are fucking calling and threatening my life.
Right.
They was on
By the
sneaky
way,
shit.
BT Dub, guys.
Yeah, they was on sneaky
Like,
shit
come on,
by
dude.
not saying nothing.
You gotta know, ain't nobody close to this dude. Like seriously, they want him home. Family want him home, and I'm pretty sure friends want him home. You know, he was
Label wants
a
him
financial means
he's
for a lot of
cash
people.
cow,
and
for
feeding
sure.
a lot of people. So ain't nobody calling in making no threats. Like, come on, man.
I think we got it.
What's that going to do? They're going. The prosecutor's going to say, "Oh, I'm so scared. We're going to get him off now." Like niggas going to tell the feds.
Not his
We
people.
got to acknowledge, bro, because this is the only thing I got to say, right? I got to play devil's advocate here a little bit because I think sometimes we give motherfuckers too much credit for doing some dumb shit. And then a lot of times when you look into people's history, you see like people do some dumb shit sometimes and think for whatever reason that it's going to like kind of get swept away. Like, so one thing we have to acknowledge is like, bro, the initial thing that really like put people onto this is like your credit card got used. You was like technically on record like texting people not to use your credit card, and your credit card get used. When we looked at that, most people said, bro, that's the dumbest shit that you can ever do. You feel me? So like, I think one thing we got to do is, even though I honestly I agree with y'all.
What did he use it for?
What did his credit card get used to do?
His credit card was used to pay for the flights and shit for the dudes who came over here and ended up allegedly, because you know what I mean, allegedly ended up doing the shit that they did.
That's what they're trying to say, that the cards were in relation to.
Yeah.
Is the
I ain't really been hearing nothing about the cards.
That's what initially
first got locked up. That was initial.
That's what. That's what initially.
We ain't been hearing nothing
that
about
was
it
like
since
what
then.
initially
Hold on, wait,
got
let's
them.
outline it properly.
That's
though,
what
'cause
initially
Dirk
got
said,
him back.
Don't use my cards for anything related to whatever is supposed to be happening. He said, don't use my cards if it's not a business expense. Were the cards actually used? Because if the cards were used,
The
then
cards was used to buy the flights for the people and to rent the cars for the motherfuckers. For the car, actually, excuse me, the car that the motherfuckers did this whole.
So I'm gonna say this. Obviously, if they
and
had,
then look, hold on.
Obviously,
this, and then mind you, they got record of his manager. Actually, this was his manager who was, I want to say, allegedly once again there. Like, and I keep saying allegedly, but honestly, I think this shit is all on paper. Like,
nah, Brown
you feel
Eyes
me?
was there.
Like,
That's his boy. That's his right hand man.
You
That's
feel
his
me?
right-hand
Like,
man.
so like, he's the one who rented the car.
He got caught up with the orchestration of like he went to the In and Out to be with the hitters and shit like that.
Sounds pretty circumstantial to me, brother.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, I don't want niggas to go, but I'm just saying niggas got to call a spade though.
No,
niggas got to call a spade a spade.
Y'all talking as if the manager was there on a hit or something.
Nah, but bro, he literally was like, he flew, he was the one.
What Dirk say?
Dirk wasn't there.
What Dirk say?
Look, Dirk wasn't there. Look, this is what the papers say.
What Dirk say, though? What Dirk tell
This
them?
what the facts say.
What did Dirk tell them?
This is what the facts say. What the fuck? Nigga, why would I take what Dirk, wait, what you saying, what Dirk tell his homies?
Yeah, don't use my
don't
shit.
Use don't use the card and shit.
Okay, so obviously these was OTF members of the label, and y'all can use the card. I'm telling y'all, don't use the card for certain expense. Yeah, I didn't see nothing. Hey, don't use the card to kill nobody. I didn't see that.
But bro, if I'm telling y'all, don't use the card to motherfucking do whatever it is, right? And then y'all motherfuckers use the card. Unfortunately, y'all dumb mistake got me implicated. But one, I shouldn't really be on file telling y'all to not use the card. Don't use the card for what? Nigga, I'm not.
It's my card.
Nigga, I'm not.
If y'all just using a card for
expenses
because y'all OTF charging my shit.
Like that. And if I'm gonna have to tell y'all that
you
niggas
not
that,
Dirk.
I'll tell you it in person. I'll tell a nigga, I will tell that nigga that in person before I text that shit to a nigga.
Right now on your level, what would you be doing?
Bro,
You're not Dirk.
Bro, whether it's
you got 50 million, my nigga.
Whether it's rich or not, nigga, whether it's
you got 50 million.
Hold on, no, nigga,
you can't put yourself.
You don't got 50 million, nigga. So that's what I'm saying, nigga. You don't got 50 million, so that's irrelevant.
You ain't got 50,
bro. That's irrelevant.
So
you don't
don't
got
try
a 50
to
million,
say
nigga.
what Dirk was thinking,
nigga,
bro.
But what's simple is, nigga, if I know I got a nigga who about to do some stupid shit and crash out, the last thing I'm gonna do is have anything on file with this nigga. The last thing I'm gonna do is text this nigga. We can meet up and I'll talk to you about this shit, my nigga. But I'm not about to put anything on text to you, my nigga.
Bro, like you
what
just
you
know,
mean,
bro?
What you mean?
You being strongly like you sound like a detective, bro.
How that's
how you being
because I don't want
about
to because I'm not, bro. Because I don't want to put nothing on file with my nigga who I know is gonna crash.
I told y'all don't use my
shit.
What
do you mean?
I told y'all don't use my shit.
Yeah, bro. But once again, that's respectful. Tell them not use your shit, but once again, don't put it on file. That's ultimately what got you fucking caught up.
He never said don't use my shit to kill nobody.
Bro, I'm not saying that he said that.
That's basically what you're saying.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I didn't say that one time. No. What I'm nigga, what I'm saying is
you a smart guy.
What I'm saying is, nigga,
you real intelligent like this guy.
And don't do that. You know I'm a smart nigga. Don't do that, Ed. Don't do that, Ed.
You playing crazy right now. You're real intelligent and you're playing crazy right now. That's basically what you're saying without saying it, bro.
But Ed, what I'm saying is, my nigga, what's not smart, gang, is to have anything on file, bro. The reason why you caught up is because you got shit on file. I'm not saying that you told niggas hire them for don't go and commit a murder. I'm not saying that nigga said that. I'm not putting that on that nigga at all. What I'm saying is bro, wait, hold on. But gang, look, just look. But look.
And what if he didn't know they was gonna do this at all?
Hey, don't be texting your homies shit.
Bro, but this is
text your homies.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. You could text your homies all day, but if your homies is trying to do some shit that's
But how do you know that he knew that?
Nigga, because the whole response was don't use my card for
I know, but that could be anything. They could say my boy Thief.
Let's clean it up. He said don't use my card. No, wait.
Once again, I'm not saying that.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said don't use my card to book any flights. He said don't use the card to book any flights.
Okay, and you just made my point. And this is why niggas just made my point. Because you told them don't use the card to book any flights. Niggas literally booked the flight to go and commit the thing, bro. And that's what I'm trying to say, my nigga. You literally put yourself in that shit, gang.
I don't think that's an admission of like guilt, though, you know what I'm
because
saying?
it's so direct, my nigga. It's so direct. It's so direct.
Discussion in that group chat.
Or he would have been guilty.
Look, Pooh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look. Wait, Pooh, time out though.
If I happen to
conflating, you conflating though.
But let me put it like this. Let me. No, I'm not saying, bro, guilty. What I'm trying to say is stupid, bro. Only thing I'm saying is, yo, bro, you gotta watch certain moves that you make because it's stupid moves. I'm not saying that the nigga's guilty at all. Like I said, allegedly. I don't want the nigga to get in trouble. Let's just make that clear. You feel me?
Man, you was over here like Mark Henry strongly, like, man, hey, man.
No, because
that nigga dumb. He did this. He told
me. That's a dumb point. Because, look, if niggas is gonna talk on facts, gang, this is what niggas is here for, to talk on facts.
There's certain facts he said don't use my shit. He didn't say don't use my shit to go kill nobody.
But look, Pooh, you gotta understand that you conflating a little bit though. You gotta understand that you conflating.
Okay, but so
that's ultimately what got you implicated. So could we not?
He guilty?
No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. Hindsight is 50-50, my nigga. But when I hold on, listen. Exactly. Hold on.
That's what's got you in the feds. Look, check this out. Ghost dope can get you in the feds. You can be on the phone right now. I can call you right now. Like, hey, bro, look what's up. Hey, I got 20 birds, my nigga. See who want to get them. And you be like, all right, bro, I'm going to hit you back on that.
Yes.
Your ass in the feds for them 20 bricks.
Yes.
That you never seen.
Yeah, but once again, Ant, don't call me on the phone talking about no bricks. You could be my brother, my nigga. Man, look, we can holler at each other in person. Bro, that's taking too much of a risk.
If I just tell you this, that's more than this. I'll just tell you this. Look, obviously you OTF. And obviously my credit card is used for OTF expenses. Anything can be going on. Hey, look, bro, don't use my credit card for no expensive, no flights, no nothing.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, bro. I don't care what the feds think, bro.
He can shut it down.
It don't matter what the feds think, bro.
I think it's
like you finished up because the feds got him on that, and you basically like, oh, well, the feds got him on that, so it's this. Man, fuck what the feds got him on. I told y'all don't use my shit, bro. Y'all OTA, it ain't like I just chose some nigga, random hitman nigga that I don't know. That I'm like, hey, don't use my credit card. Y'all linked to me.
Okay, so let me put it like this to you then, right, bro? It's just so fucked up. Once again, like I said, hindsight is 20/20, right? Niggas don't think this in the moment, but it's fucked up for me to sit here and say some shit, right? I say, and let me put it in our own scenario, right? Fuck the whole Dirk situation. I tell a nigga, yo, bro, listen, don't use my card to go and buy no rentals. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right? I tell my homie, don't use my card to go buy no rentals. Just so happened that a month after that, my homie go and buy some rentals and them niggas do a drill in the rental. You feel me? Now I'm implicated in that whole situation that went on. Nigga, in hindsight, I'm gonna be sitting there thinking like, fuck. Nigga, clearly I know. Whatever. Allegedly.
See?
Hold on.
No. I got it. Look, when you go to court, bro. Look. Yeah, he called himself.
I like that he's trying to get his narrative.
Yeah, he called himself though.
No, but I'm saying that's why I put it in my scenario.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying in my scenario.
In your scenario.
In my scenario that I just put out.
In your scenario, bro. His scenario is not your scenario. His scenario is OTF. These is OTF members.
OTF is a business. It's a business.
So even with your homies. So obviously your homies will have this homie that whoever you talking to will have to be a homie that used your credit card or used it for expenses before.
For sure.
And I'm telling you, don't use my shit. And if you just happen to say fucking to use my shit and I get implemented in something, that mean I knew something was about to go on?
Yeah, bro, that's what I think the whole thing is.
Hold on,
you can't just agree that he knew about it because he said don't use my shit.
Hold on, you don't know that it's going on, but it's ironic because I promise you when you sitting in there, you're going to say, damn, I should have never even talked to this nigga about this.
Look, time out.
Bro, I should have never talked to this nigga about some shit on the phone, bro.
Talk to him on the game because if, like I just said, in hindsight, let's just hypothetically, nigga, this could be some honest shit. Nigga, I don't gotta call you face to face, nigga, unless I know I'm doing something, nigga, of guilt. Nigga, if I'm just calling you on the phone, like, hey, bro, don't use the card, bro.
That's regular. That's regular.
Okay,
That's
but
regular.
don't use the card for what?
To book flights. It don't matter. Look, this text might actually be what gets Dirk off, bro. His lawyer's gonna sit there and say he told them not to use the OTF credit card for anything.
Ricky. Hold on, listen,
He didn't know that they was gonna book flights to go slide on a nigga. That could be his defense right there. I told them don't use the credit card.
But the other side to this is why? Why? If I just
because
let you
I
book,
own
hold
the
on. If I
business
just let you book, if I just let you book 15 flights off my shit,
see, this where you trying
and
to go
then now
with
I'm
this.
telling niggas like, nah, don't book it.
It's my
To me,
business.
it's smarter to leave that off the record. That's all I'm saying.
I'm the CEO. I think the water is cut off for everybody. Don't wash your hands in here.
Leave that off the record.
Hey, this where you trying to go with this.
Leave that off the record.
See, this where you trying to go with this. You trying to say that basically, he basically saying just don't book no flights with it, but the expense is good for everything else.
Wait, what you say? Say that again?
It sounds like basically you saying that basically he just told them, hey, don't use it for this specific reason, but it's good for everything else.
What I'm saying is that, nigga, it's just, once again, in a situation, and I keep highlighting this with saying hindsight is 20/20, respectfully, but it's just when you look at a situation, you say, damn, it's just fucked up how the series of events went. I just happen to tell my niggas not to use this card for this specific reason, and then niggas use the card for that specific reason, and now I'm locked up for this shit. It's just like, damn, when you look at it, you like, bro, I probably should have kept that shit off the record for whatever. If I knew, if I didn't know, I probably should have kept that shit off the record. That's what I would be
That's like some shoulda, coulda,
Hey,
woulda.
no, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. The feds. Check it out.
Anything dealing with a shoulda, coulda. When you in a fucked up situation, you in that fucked up situation.
You can't from one thing to another, bro. Especially like we talking about court shit where it's gonna be black and white, bro. If Dirk is the CEO of OTF, first off, they're saying that a credit card associated with Dirk. So they know that multiple people are using this credit card or this line of credit to buy things, right? Dirk is the CEO of OTF. If he says, don't use my credit card to book flights, it doesn't matter if it's about, but somebody died last week with the credit card being used. He's the owner of the business. If he decides there's no more water coming out this spout, then there's no more water coming out this spout.
Listen, bros.
Period.
Listen, bros. The feds already have millions of dollars tied up in this investigation. They clearly are grasping at straws, looking for a conviction, looking for an arrest. They wanted this case super bad. Before anybody got pinched, they already were millions of dollars deep. The feds are not gonna take an L in their eyes. They're gonna do whatever they can to secure that.
For sure.
So guess what? So that's the point. I get what you're saying, Pooh. You're like, hey, it was stupid for him to even be in that text thread. He should have never said it.
That's all I'm saying,
I get
bro.
your point, but check this out. They wanted it so bad. If he didn't do that, they would have found something else to use.
Respectfully, like nigga
using
said,
the lyrics and
like
shit
Andrew
before
said,
that.
life be life and shit be happening.
You know,
I can't take away from that. But my thing is this: bro, what we like not like acknowledging, and once again, none of us know Dirk, right? But what niggas is, at least for what we could say, is like, bro, I would think you smart enough to know the niggas you got around you, bro. Like everybody got niggas around them who I know, like, bro, I can't bring this nigga nowhere because this nigga might do this. This is the last nigga I'm gonna be on text thread with because I know this nigga might do some crazy shit. And nigga, this my brother, so even if we gonna converse about it, I'm gonna make sure I might be able to talk to my cousin about this shit because I know my cousin move a little smarter. Niggas a little different. And that's all I'm saying is just like, bro, I think when you dealing with certain niggas, you should know better to keep shit off the record because ultimately what niggas keep like not acknowledging is, nigga, this is what got you implicated, gang.
But he got implicated because, but that's not. What got him implicated is because it was already on his ass.
It's your company, gang. It's your company. If this is my company, I'm gonna be doing everything to make sure it can't be that. Nigga, Adam do everything to make sure he don't get a lawsuit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I got
this the thing though, Adam gonna hit you on the phone about some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Niggas gonna fuck up. Niggas gonna do, but see, niggas is gonna do the wrong thing. Niggas is gonna do the wrong thing. I'm just saying, it ain't got nothing to do just with the wrong thing. Just even with talking. I mean, it's just a hey, look, bro, don't use this for the expenses. And
bro.
I respect that. And I'm not saying that it was more than that, bro. But what I'm saying is ultimately, once again, and I keep saying this.
I was buying hookers on the no jumper credit card.
I get it. I get in hindsight, niggas can say, you know, it's 2020. But when I say is when I'm sitting there, the first thing that I'm gonna say and the first thing that I'm gonna teach myself moving forward is, yo, bro, keep shit like this off the record if you can, bro. Because clearly before this, I'm sure there was many a times when Dirk fucking told a nigga, yo, don't use the car, gang. I'm sure there was plenty of times where he told niggas, yo, don't let this nigga go to the show. Don't fly with this nigga.
Yeah,
don't go
because
on
when
the
it
Uber.
ain't your money, you feel me, and you gotta expend like people
I'm
would
sure
slide.
there's plenty of times.
Yeah,
niggas
that's just
said
too
that.
regular of a statement, I think, to put this implication on him. Like, in the eyes of the law, like, you can't just look at that statement of saying, don't use my card and just add all this extra context, because Dirk can just say, I didn't have any of that context. I had no idea that they was going to do any of this. I was telling them, shit, y'all could go on a shopping spree for clothes, but just don't book the flights on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I'm talking to my mans who's a known crash out gang, like I
but
keep
my
telling you,
homies that
nigga,
even my homies
this
that
is what you're
crash, they not crashing
understanding.
24/7 every
I don't give a
conversation
fuck
we
if
have.
you crashing 24/7.
That's
nigga.
a regular
What the
statement.
fuck,
I'm not
nigga?
gonna just stop
if
texting
I'm
my
talking
homie
to
'cause
my
he
crash
crashing.
out homie, nigga,
look,
I'm not about to fucking
I
put it
text my
on
crash out
record,
homies
bro.
regular shit, and
I'm not
scared
putting
to
it
get
on
implicated
record,
because I
gang.
didn't do nothing
I'm
wrong,
not
bro.
putting that on
You know what
record,
you
bro.
talking about,
This is what
though?
niggas
This
keep
is like the
forgetting.
highest standard you
This is
talking
what
about.
niggas keep forgetting.
You can't talk
I'm
to your
not
homie
putting that
'cause he
shit on
crashed
record,
sometimes?
bro.
This is what happens when you conflate.
Yes,
This is what happens. Nobody
yes,
you just
bro,
climb
yes.
the
No
mountain.
reasonable person works
if
that
I'm
way.
telling you specifically don't do something, it's because I know that there's something that
No,
could
it isn't. You're
What
putting
the
more.
fuck
You're
is you
putting
talking about? Why
you're
else would I
putting more
tell you not to
context
do it?
There could be a million reasons.
Why else would I tell you not to do
reasons.
it?
50 mil.
You did some
Because
dumb
I don't
shit on the
speak-
flight last
because
time.
Exactly. You did some dumb shit on the fight
Yes,
last
that's
time.
not a murder.
Don't do
That's
it
not a
again.
murder, bro.
Nigga, why would I tell you this shit on record, bro?
Because it could be the smallest reason. That doesn't mean it's
calm down.
implicated
You
in a
sound like the
murder. That's what I'm
prosecutor
saying.
over here,
But look,
man.
this is
Adding
I
some
know
context
Prosecuting
to it.
over here,
Hey,
man.
tell me.
OTF watching. You
I know,
prosecuting
bro.
right now.
Look,
you
yeah,
might
yeah.
get one of them death threats, my guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, bro. Look.
Hey, hit me for Pooh number, y'all. I got y'all. No, I'm playing.
Nah, for real. Cause Pooh on some gang injunction type shit, like, oh, you better not be with them niggas or we gonna come pick your dumb ass up.
Yo, bro,
That's what you are right now.
To be honest,
That's what you are right
to be
now,
honest,
bro.
what I'm on right now is telling everybody keep shit off record, bro. Because a lot of the times niggas is getting caught up because shit is on record.
I get that.
That's really what I'm
I
telling
hear you on
niggas,
that.
bro.
I'm just saying that
Straight
that
up and
statement
down.
alone
All
is
the
like
fake
too
shit,
simple,
nigga. Once
bro.
again, nigga, I've not.
Now,
I
keep
get
in mind,
that.
Pooh,
I get that.
I don't even have to speak.
Look,
part of this.
That goes without saying. All this is a regular text message now.
That's what
you
I'm
act
saying.
like this is a
It's
text
too
message where a
regular.
nigga saying like, "Hey, look, nigga, hey, don't go shoot them niggas with them guns I bought."
Again.
In the eyes of the law, that is not that bad.
No.
That's what I said. Don't
Hold on,
use the credit
guys.
card for no
Yo, but,
expenses, bro. That's regular shit.
But when I
it's
keep
a regular
saying,
conversation. It's like that's regular shit. Me is saying, "What's up, bro? Man, good morning. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, you
hey,
can't-
look, just don't use this, bro."
If I'm the
Yo,
millionaire in the group, I'm
But
telling
Ed.
niggas how to use my money at any given fucking
Beyond
time.
that,
Any
beyond that,
Any fucking
beyond
given
that,
time, bro.
let's bring it back to what I was saying earlier as far as like this investigation. One of the original points
Grasping
that
at
people were
straws, yeah.
arrested on was they said that there's surveillance footage from a burger stand
Look,
after the drill where they were just where the fuck is this surveillance footage?
What
at?
happened to this guy? Remember this? I heard 10 different narratives on this guy. That's how you know it's so much smoke. What happened to the OTF Jam guy?
That's what I'm saying.
he came home. He came home.
Jam-
So if he's supposed to have been somebody that was in a group that know so much everything, why they keep coming with these different narratives? This case should be shut closed. We got OTF Jam.
Well, Jam.
What you mean?
Jam supposedly
What you mean?
told.
Yeah,
that is what they
Jam-
was.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jam
they were saying
supposedly
Jam
told.
told.
They were saying he's supposed to be a witness, right?
Yeah.
But I
They're
thought
supposed to be telling
they
on
I don't know if
cleared-
he
Yes.
I didn't know he was supposed
So
to
why
be a
they-
witness.
look,
I
bro.
know he told, but I didn't know they said he was supposed to be a witness. in
I
this
thought they
case. That's
cleaned
what-
that up though
yeah.
because Jam was on the phone on some conflicted shit of like with his sister or something, like should I do it, should I not, and then it came out that and nothing ended up happening from that. He was just consulting his people, but they cleared it up. Like he's chilling right now, right? Like
So
anybody
Jam
getting at him
don't
crazy?
got
talking
nothing to
about?
do with it.
Like basically they cleaned it up though. That's what I'm saying.
It's-
That's what I'm saying is
it's
that
so
it was
many
an internet.
narratives,
It was
bro.
an internet
It's so
rumor
many
that
narratives.
Jam
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
cooperating or some shit because of a phone call that they had where he was consulting with his people about like, should I do this, should I do that, or whatever. And it ended up being that he just kept it solid. He whatever he was considering, it never happened.
Beyond
it never
that,
came to fruition.
You also said he should.
Boy, my brother moving like the prosecution.
I rest my case.
I'm not gonna lie, because Pooh, you made a cold ass argument in favor of Dirk without even knowing it, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't fucking with Ed no more, bro. I ain't fucking with Ed no more, bro.
Nah, but Pooh, you was talking about text, right? You said you said he shouldn't. People shouldn't be sending texts. That's how they get caught up. But then part of this same evidence that they initially, quote unquote, evidence that they initially made their arrest was based on a conversation that people had face to face after the quote unquote drill. You know what I'm saying? So that right there kind of deflates that whole statement because they're using conversations people are having in person that may or may not be fabricated. But they're attempting to use that as evidence.
I can't even, but you can't, but what do you mean surveillance, nigga?
That's
like,
what they were
you
claiming.
I was
like,
giving you, you're saying about
They
how,
were-
right?
Yeah, nigga, but how
People were speculating all kinds of shit.
Surveil
Someone
that
was
you having a
wired up.
conversation with a nigga. I could run into you tomorrow, Ricky. Get
They were
caught
saying
on the
someone
Beverly
was
Hills
wired
cameras,
up.
gang.
Tap your
Yeah, now
phone,
that's
wired
different,
up.
but see, you have to mention that because that's a whole different ball game.
But
That's not what I'm talking about.
again, that's only speculation because we don't have evidence of that.
Exactly. Once again, like we keep saying, bro, no, bro. What do you mean? In-person conversation, my
First of all,
nigga.
I said that point for you. That was to speak to your point.
What do you mean?
You say, but how? I said because they surveilled them. They've been investigating the situation, which speaks to your point.
But what I'm trying to tell you is what Lush point is like, Pooh, you basically saying, yo, it's better to meet up person to person, but niggas still got caught up person to person. And what I'm trying to say to deflate that is, nigga, yeah, you might have seen me on the camera talking to Ricky, but you don't know what the fuck I said. Now, once again, that's why I said, let's highlight the fact that Lush said, yo, the dude was wearing a wire. That's the inevitable.
Man, this
You feel what
little
I'm
Dirk,
saying?
that's not Tyler
That's
the Creator.
inevitable.
You feel me?
You
That's
get
not
what I'm saying
Tyler the
already?
Creator.
That's my point. It's like,
That's the shit you can't control.
I can't control that, bro. Like, at that point, I've did everything that I had to do to move the right way, and then, nigga, some shit happened that I just couldn't control, gang. You feel me? Like, it's out of my hands at that point.
Man, they
I'm
heard
just
L's
telling
anthem
niggas,
and wanted to lock this
I'm
shit
just
up.
telling niggas, at the end of the day, everybody, any nigga who want to do crime, any nigga who might be around niggas doing crime, keep shit off the fucking record. That's all I'm telling niggas. That's all I'm telling niggas.
No, you're
I
not wrong.
don't
Yes,
want
keep it
Dirk
off
to be
record,
locked up and keep trying to say I'm the feds. I ain't fucking with Ed no more.
He definitely wants Dirk to be locked
But
up.
nigga, keep the shit off the record,
He
gang.
definitely wants Dirk to be
Keep
locked
the
up.
shit off the
yo, for
record.
sure.
I've never.
But you know what
You're
the
making
cold
a
part about
strong-
Pooh's argument is, though? You know what the cold part about his argument is?
Hold on.
What you saying, bro? You definitely want Dirk locked up, bro. You for sure. They need to put you on the case.
Yeah, no,
replace
for
that
sure.
prosecutor who got threatened. Who
You're
got
better on the
threatened?
case.
Put him
You're
on the
better
case,
on the case
gang.
than I ever would be. Nigga, listen. I ain't even gotta listen, man. Niggas, if you know, you know.
Yeah, let's move on. I was about to make another point, but let's move on. Y'all
I
did the
ain't
finesse.
fucking with Pooh.
Y'all
Pooh over here, man.
I ain't
Slash
trying.
my man, Dirk,
man,
man, like
nah,
Roman
man.
Reigns, man.
I'm just trying to make a point for niggas who got sense, man. Like, listen, bro,
Oh wait,
keep
we
it off
gotta
record,
do
bro.
the
That's it.
finesse 2 times.
I mean, we did that yesterday.
But you guys ended the show on that shit yesterday. That's why I wanted to.
Bro, I was trying to go to sleep last night, Lesh, and I was laughing to myself over that spin the stadium shit, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
That
God,
was so
bro.
fire.
He was like, "Don't spin on me, go
playing
spin on the
man.
stadium."
That shit was funny.
Man, that
Bro, I was
Football up with
trying
me.
Yeah, bro. You made that shit hella more funnier,
Spin
bro.
the
It's done.
stadium
You
is the
said spin the
best.
stadium.
Yo, I need to
is
spin
so
the stadium
funny, bro.
team.
That shit was hilarious.
Okay, but before we get into the next topic, Pooh, since you from NYC, all right?
I'm not from New York, bro. I'm just from that side, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect, bro.
Yeah, no.
That's
Shouts to
Jersey, son.
Yeah,
all
nah,
my
I can't talk like I'm from New York. I ain't from
Man,
New York.
shouts to everyone from Essex County. I know Jersey very well. Shouts to all
Look,
of
now he
Jersey.
got to get his Jersey facts off. now.
With that being
Okay.
said, we've been having a big debate yesterday regarding Max B. You know, like, what does Max B mean to you as a youth of the East Coast? You feel me? Like, is Max B's homecoming a big deal? Is Blueface more relevant?
Is Blueface more relevant? It's crazy. I mean, I can't. That.
Man,
Wait, no.
This man,
Hold on.
This man
Let
woke
this
up
shit
with Max
go,
B
bro.
and Blueface.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready
Hold
for
on.
it. Let's go.
You out of your
I'm gonna
mind.
let bro speak his piece.
19. Anyone under my age doesn't know who that is. I don't know.
Nigga, hold on, but that's the point. Hold on.
I'm asking the East Coast.
Hold on, gang.
That's true.
Hold on, that's
There's
the
a lot
point,
of old
though.
heads, too,
That's
though.
the point, though, right? And once again, not to make it a coast thing, but we obviously got to acknowledge that, you feel me? It's split by a coast thing. Like, I don't think that my homies back home really give a fuck about Blueface coming home. You feel me? Like niggas don't care, and like niggas, like some of my niggas might watch the drama that go on and the 20v1s, and they care about that type of shit. But niggas don't get no fucks about like, oh, Blueface is home. Niggas don't even care like, oh, Blueface dissing. Like niggas not into all that shit. Niggas is just kind of like, all right, dude came home, he doing what he was doing before he went in. Nigga, now Max B on the other side, like back on the East Coast, nigga, that's a big thing. You feel me? Like, nigga, that's
my
major.
whole algorithm is Max B. What do you guys?
Yeah,
my whole
algorithm.
I bet it is, bro. You be watching that shit all day long.
So major that niggas just talking about it on the West Coast. You feel what I'm saying? So like multiple times though. You feel what I'm saying? For whatever reason, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, is Joe Budden talking about Blueface?
Man,
not that I really hear about.
Max
You get what I'm
B
saying?
is-
And there's no disrespect towards Blueface because he doing this thing. He got this shit popping. You feel me? But like
He's
at
more
the end of the
viral
day,
for
yeah,
sure,
like,
internet wise, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think Max B should be discredited so fast either. You feel me?
But Blueface is more viral because once again, like bro just said, he's the generation that's running the internet. You feel me? So what they want to see is what's going to be more viral. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, what makes more of an impact is Max B. You know what I mean? Than the whole Blueface situation, in my opinion. You feel me? And once again, this was no disrespect to
dead ass
Blueface shit.
B.
You feel me? Like there's no disrespect to Blueface shit because he's 1,000% more viral. He with the Shea Frost. He with
DDG.
He with DDG.
New song is tight too.
Feel
He
me?
put out a
Like,
song is actually cool.
I'm gonna get you. That shit right there is crazy.
Oh God, he's going
so
crazy.
you feel me? Like I definitely give him that. But yeah,
Yeah, start a poll. Blueface, Max B.
Bro, we did
He
this
did it yesterday.
bro.
Max B fucking
Bro,
smoked
let's
him.
need to chill on this shit, bro.
Smoked
You gotta
Nah,
chill
he
on
was
this
like
one, bro.
51-49 or something.
Chill on
It was,
this one, bro.
it was neck and neck.
I don't gotta
for sure.
chill. Why?
Because
Fuck
we
that
know
shit.
that Blueface is more viral than
neck
Max
and
B,
neck.
bro.
Nah,
you make
man.
it. You
Nah.
downgraded Max's stock by keep on
No,
bringing
no,
this
no. I like it,
conversation
Lush.
up.
I like it. Never
Man,
stop, bro.
it's the algorithm. It's the whole algorithm. All I see is
Max
the
B
wave.
gonna pull up on you like, hey son, you know I just got out. I'm trying to get my motion back. You keep bringing up the same tired ass conversation.
Nah, I'm in the conversation.
Nah.
that was the worst Max B impression ever.
I'll
bro.
go to Max
Just
B.
gonna say,
Hey, he's keeping the name alive. I fuck with it, Lush.
That's the worst Max B.
Hey,
impression.
it's not my
Like,
fault her pussy love
All I
Max.
see is Max B saying, man, look, when you niggas go that way, man, I'll go over there.
Hold on, but y'all want to hear
Hey.
some? Let's talk about this. This is probably not on the list, but let's talk about this. How y'all feel about the fact that East and Jimmy is like best friends? You feel me?
Cool.
But
Dave
Dave East and Jim Jones,
You said they
best friends. Basically, yeah, like you
They
feel me?
fuck
Like
with
they
each
fuck
other.
with each other
They
heavy.
make music
Podcast together. Like they got their own. I don't know
Yeah,
if they all on it, but you feel me?
Yeah, okay.
Podcast or whatever. Now they had a conversation on the podcast where Mano was like, "Yo, listen, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type of nigga that I can't fuck with Max B. You feel me? Like, cause Jim, you my mans, and like I'm one of them type of people where I can't fuck with you if you feel me. If you got a problem with somebody else." But Dave East went to the party, the you feel me, the like coming home party type shit for Max B.
See, that's that messy
You
shit.
feel me? So
bro.
now that's what I think niggas really need to talk about is how y'all feel about that. That's a real question right there because what I'm seeing is like, damn, this supposed to be your man's. You feel me? Like, and Dave put out a statement. To be fair, Dave put out a statement saying like he hollered at Jimmy before he went out there and did that or whatever. But you know, I just want
He had to pay
what y'all
homage to the
thoughts.
wave god. Like his
Should we peep
relationship
the
with
clip?
Jim.
I got the clip right here.
Oh.
Should we peep the clip?
It kind of that situation reminds me of like the Meech with like Ross and 50 type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Remember that he came home and
sure.
was 50 was supposed to put him on, then he took the pic with Ross, and then 50 said, called it all off, started going in on Meech and shit.
But what do I have to do with y'all beef?
That's
like
what I'm
this what I be.
saying,
You know what I
bro.
be hating about these fake
Right.
beefs? People be out here acting like they trying to smoke each other,
Yeah.
bro. Ain't nobody
It's
trying
internet
to
beef.
get up on nobody, bro. Like y'all just mad. You know what I'm saying? Whether
I
y'all
sent it.
Like old situations, whatever it may be.
whether y'all want to be friends or not, like this is just dislike.
Bro,
and so because you dislike somebody and might publicly shame
never
somebody,
talk to them
I'm
again.
supposed to have dislike for them.
Dave East only
You know,
became
that
friends
shit is
with
really
Jim
real
Jones.
shit to me too. I hate when dudes try to do shit
Hold on,
like
what
that
you-
where it's like, bro, I'm gonna fuck with who I want to fuck with just because you don't
This-
you don't like this
this the
dude or
thing,
whatever.
and this is my thing
that
with
don't have
this.
nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
Bro.
Like I tell
Like, that's
motherfuckers
girl
like
shit,
this.
bro.
Like if a motherfucker did something wrong, like based off principle,
Yeah.
like punk the game, told, like, man, it goes without saying, like, bro, we ain't rocking with him. But like, if y'all got a dispute like over some money, or y'all got into it over a broad, and I'm bros or both of y'all to know both of y'all, bro, I don't supposed to get in that beef, bro. Like, oh yeah, I'm rocking with you more over him, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because of Keisha.
Or the masculine shit to do is say, hey, bro, I know that's your partner. I got funk with him. Bring him to the table. I'm not gonna do no crazy shit. I just want to talk to him with you there. You know what I'm saying? I respect you. He respects you.
That's never happening with Max and
Why do you think Jimmy is
saying generalization?
They beef is about like kids got involved, gang. You feel me? Niggas start talking about kids.
She
and
touched
wives
it. She touched it in Miami.
Let's get it shit out.
She touched it in Miami. That's why. She touched it in Miami.
Break it down,
Her pussy love Max. Her pussy love Max. She touched it in Miami.
Bro. I was in Pootie room. Fuck that nigga.
Like,
I was in Pootie room. That's what Jim Jones son. You feel me? Like it went to there, bro. And
Okay, that's a little further. But what was you saying about like Jim Jones was only best friends?
The only reason that Dave East and a lot of these people became friends with Jim is because they thought Max was never coming home. Straight the fuck up. Like the whole dynamics in New York would have been different. I don't even got to be from there to know that.
I think you're tripping on that. Let me correct that. No,
and not to say that Jim ain't create his own wave and do his own thing.
That's not it.
So is Mano. So like his Mano thing is just because I rock with you, I stay away from him. Like RVC Max.
Bro, Mano actually fuck with Jimmy.
You know how I don't think Mano shit is.
He gonna get up on Max.
Your point.
It's about Dave East though, not Mano.
Hold on, but Mano's involved.
It is about. It is about.
But look, let me look. Hold on, let me say this though. And perspective,
because Mano he's throwing Dave East under the bus, saying, "Look, Dave East did this. I wouldn't have did this."
You're not a real one.
He didn't necessarily
There's Harlem politics too. They all from Harlem. Like Dave East from Harlem, right?
Hold on, gang. Hold on. Look, he didn't necessarily say Dave East did this. What happened was they was having a conversation, right? And niggas was like, "Yo, like, would y'all feel comfortable talking?" And they didn't. I don't even think they mentioned him by name on purpose, but they was like, "Yo, would y'all be comfortable like functioning with one of our enemies?" You feel me? It was Jim Jones, I think, one of them. Somebody on the podcast said it. They got a podcast together. It's him, Fab, Mano, and Jim Jones. You feel me? One of them said produced a question on the podcast like, "Yo, basically like, yo, if we had an enemy, would niggas be cool like, you know, fucking with him to make it to simplify? You feel me? Like, and Mano's response was immediately like, nah, like I can't fuck with him. You feel me? Like, point blank, period. You feel me? Now, granted, this is the only thing I'm not too sure on if this happened before or after the podcast, but I want to say I'm pretty sure this happened before. Before the Max B and Dave East interaction. You feel me? So now after this podcast, Dave East on camera dapping up with Max at his welcome home.
They all from Harlem, though.
And then so far that Mano and Dave East, I think they were shooting a music video, and Mano put him on the camera like, shit, they talking about you right now. You feel me? Like, they talking about you, playing around with him because they cool, you feel me? But he like, you know, he fucking with him like, nigga, they talk about you, the internet talking because of that picture. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that's kind of the whole gist of that shit. You feel me? So, like, that's why it's like, I
feel that the internet gonna try to do whatever harm or carnage they can do. Like, my thing is, like, if Jim Jones know him and Dave East's relationship, bro, like, you don't like if he had a relationship with Max B, bro, like, I got a relationship with both of y'all because look, whatever y'all differences is, that's y'all differences because at the end of the day, it comes down, it's gonna come down to like Dave East a Keyway. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones a blood. Like, I don't, and Max, I can't say what he is, but it seems like he aligns himself with
Max
Bloods.
ain't nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like, yeah, bro, like, that
but
ain't.
You gotta think,
that ain't
on
got
the
nothing
East
to do
Coast,
with him,
that
bro.
shit really, like, that don't really play into nothing on the East Coast for us. You feel me? Like, the politics on that shit, like, we not on,
You're not
they
a
ain't not
Crip or
on
Blood,
that.
though.
You feel me? Like, but I'm saying, like, that's like the most, that piece to it is the last thing anybody gonna consider. You feel me? On their whole situation. You get what I'm saying? So, like, the thing that I say, because I agree with you as far as saying, like, at the end of the day, like, bro, I just met Jim. Like, it ain't like we grew up. If we grew up together, bro, I'm rocking with you regardless. Like, it ain't like, nigga, right or wrong, I'm rocking with you.
I
You
think
feel
the
me?
worst thing, Jim Jones see him and might want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because his kids was mentioned, like, ain't nobody like trying to slide and do nothing. Like, people always, oh, well, my kids, like even with this Cardi and all this stuff online, my kids, everybody like trying to make this like a big spectacle about their kids, but it's like y'all putting yourself online, and like I said, when people wage war is raw. So like you don't know how nobody
Yeah.
coming, and it's like if you ain't really trying to slide, don't be trying to pull me up and hold me accountable,
And
bro.
see,
Like
like,
if you
look.
just want to catch a fade with him or you see him, I just get down with him,
Yeah.
bro. That's y'all little get down, bro. I ain't got to do
your
that.
point is the best point. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's what niggas need to really start to understand is like, bro, beef is really only if we on that type of time. If I just don't like you, and I was literally talking to my homie about this shit. I'm like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, if a nigga like you could be my brother. If a nigga try to put his hands on you, bro, it's no, like, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like, it ain't no coming back from that. But if y'all got into some petty online beef, especially if we was all cool at some point, and then y'all get into some like petty shit, it's not like fuck this nigga. You feel me?
And they
like,
always say those
unless it
situations
crossed
is
that
like-
line, you feel me? So, and that's what I'm saying for me is like, I feel like shit, East ain't necessarily wrong because one, Jim, it ain't like me and you grew up and you my right-hand mans and I seen this beef develop. Nigga, like shit, I met you over the past, let's say 10 years or whatever the case may be.
Max and Dave closer than A's than Jim.
And the only
Dave.
reason Max and Dave probably ain't as close as Jim and Dave, kind of to your point, is because Max was locked up. You feel me? So it's like
with Mano,
it
that's
ain't
his man's. It's expected for Mano to say that because their
I don't
ties
even
are
think,
deeper.
I don't even think it's just that because Mano his man's. I think just that it's certain different people because it's people that I speak to all the time where they like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like I feel like that, like Mano, like nigga.
And I just think, and not to cut you off, and I just think people need to stop making their opinion and how they feel the exception.
The status quo of what everyone should
because
do.
how you move might not how I move though, but that don't mean I'm foul like nothing like that. At the end of the day, if that's what you standing on, I see it different, bro.
That's how most people
know what I'm
are,
saying?
though. Unfortunately,
Like, I
they
see
don't
it different, fool.
get to that level of thinking. They just like,
Yeah.
oh, the way I see the world, how I see
for
right and
sure.
wrong is what's right and wrong. And if you don't rock with that, then I can't fuck with you. A
But
lot of people operate like
They
that.
say those type of situations is tricky always when it's people that, who knows that Jim Jones and Max somehow, by the grace of God, patch it up. And you went super hard on one side, picking one side. Then they both step
That's a
back
good
and be
point,
like,
too. That's a
oh,
good point.
you the weirdo now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
that's
Then they
weird.
start
That's a point.
treating you like you the one that was out of pocket. And then you did all that like, oh, I thought I was just
Keeping
rocking
shit
with
up.
you. And you should have just stayed out of it.
Let's just say
you know what I'm
that
saying?
situation right now, like on that podcast, like all the people you named. Let's just say right now, Mano, Fab, and Jim. Let's just say within these next few days, let's say these next few days, Fabulous and Jim Jones have a falling out. Y'all were just all on the podcast, pods, and everybody cool, but they have a falling out about each other, and they start shooting about each other online like, F your kids, and this and that, all your kids, this and that. Oh, yeah, your wife touched it, and
Who
this
you
and that.
rocking
So
with?
would you sign up with Jim?
Yeah, who you rocking with?
For me personally, like I said, like if these is both of my niggas who I consider my brothers, I'm personally stepping out. My main goal in this whole situation is to keep y'all niggas from getting to the point where it could be violence.
And possibly
You feel me?
mediate
Like,
it if I
but
can.
but that's what I say.
It was running up on each other and all kinds of
I was
shit.
about to say, but even furthermore, at that point, y'all two grown ass men. Like if y'all niggas is running up on each other and doing shit, I can only do but so much. I can't pick a side if we was both like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, but now once again, like if it's my brother, my blood brother, or some nigga that I consider my brother, you feel me? And the nigga run up on him, you feel me? Like we could never be cool.
The thing
again.
is, like we've seen these guys fall out with each other so many times, particularly like the Harlem rap scene, and I know that because I'm a huge fan of it, and it's like one of my favorite regions of hip hop, and I've always like it's my favorite New York region is Harlem, and you feel me? So I've studied the lore and all that extensively, and these dudes are like Dipset being like one of the coolest rap groups probably in the past 25 years for real, like movements in hip hop. Like those dudes all hate each other. You feel me? Like,
but I
they've
think
all fallen out a million times.
Yeah, for sure.
Max B was hollering Bird Gang. He was a part of that shit.
But I think
like,
I think what happens there, Lush, is that people start to realize the difference between industry friendships versus real friendships.
They grew up together
You feel
though.
me?
A lot of these
but
folks
bro,
from the
just
same
but
block.
just
that in context of this, though.
because once again, like bro, we could have like essentially grew up together, meaning like we was in this group together and we made songs together and we was getting rich together essentially, right?
Well, they met Jewels later because he's mad younger.
And we're gonna carry that bond on. But at the end of the day, bro, just like I was in a rap group, my nigga, it be just like that, where niggas could go far and niggas could be together for years, but you still got your mans. That one nigga that
sure,
like
yeah.
it like he don't got nothing to do with this group, and this is the nigga who I'm really like going for. Like,
I think Max and Cam are from the same block.
What I think, but what I think, but
like,
that's
how
what I
does that
said with
apply
the
in
because what the
context
difference is that I think sometimes niggas fool industry relationships with real relationships, because I think if that was Dave East, God rest his soul, because I think his people's past, but let's say that if that was Dave East's brother, I don't think Dave East would be going to pull up on Max. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is Jim Jones. This is, we close.
Yeah,
you done met
that's my point.
You done met my peoples and all that, but this is an industry relate. And maybe, you know what I mean?
It's
This
deeper
is
than rap.
like with certain people, it's just deeper than what I've only, once again, like I said, I've only known you for the past 5-10 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like you, like my man, like Shooter was Dave East man's.
Like
If Shooter was beefing with Max B, I guarantee you Dave East wasn't pulling up to Max B shit. If Shooter was beefing with Max B, RIP Shooter too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's the point I'm trying to make, is like the difference between industry relationships versus.
But how do you clarify that?
But I think what he was saying though is like this is Harlem's biggest like stain on their reputation. Is like all these dudes are tight as fuck. They grew up with each other, day ones from the way they tell it. And at some point, they've all turned on each other and aired out their dirty laundry and all of this shit.
It seems like Harlem dudes have a certain type of personality, very strong-minded, very like hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? Very.
They dress cool and get mad at each other.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's their,
don't do that.
That's their biggest.
Don't do that.
That's their biggest.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They snake out their day ones.
Don't do that.
They all did it. They all did it to each other. That's
what you mean?
What do you mean?
I said niggas snake out their day ones.
What do you mean? They have a huge snitching reputation too. If you want to talk about that.
All right, now you just smutting Harlem.
Hold on. I just want to clarify. That's why I just want to clarify. That's why I'm just trying to clarify, Moose. That's why I'm just trying to clarify.
We're saying the industry shit that we've seen from the Harlem niggas.
Yeah.
That has been their reputation. That's their
their
biggest.
You see the first thing you said though?
The industry shit. We're talking about no. Let me clarify that though. Don't try to mix the words. You know exactly what I'm saying. I'm not in a trick bag. I got a great command over the English language, bro. These are the most famous dudes from Harlem. But Mace and Cam weren't famous at a time, and they played on the same basketball team. Day one, stomp down, I'll do anything for you. And they fell out with each other. Yep. Same shit with Max B and Jim Jones, right? Yep. Same shit with Dame Dash and Cam.
But same niggas fall out with each other all across the coast.
No, but there is a
this is the stain on Harlem, bro. This is the stain on the Harlem entertainers,
I wasn't even gonna like say like I guess it is like a stain or whatever, but like I was just gonna say like it's something I noticed that these guys tend to be best friends one day and then fall out. Like they're sharing like
nigga, because y'all keep talking about industry niggas.
He just said they played on the same middle school team.
Don't put all that.
He just forgetting the first whole.
But my nigga, that's normal. My nigga, I fell out with homies before. Niggas fall out with homies all the time, bro. What the fuck? Nigga, that's normal, nigga. What the fuck?
You're right.
Nigga, that's fucking normal. What the fuck is niggas talking about?
Arguing shit, but I never get on the internet and hear out my man's dirty laundry about shit.
Let's further clarify.
Yes, there is a
but bro, once again, that's why I keep saying niggas don't understand, bro. Just because we had this type of relationship when we was younger, my nigga, y'all niggas perceive this as this is my best friend. Nigga, this ain't my best friend. This why I'm telling y'all niggas. Cam telling y'all niggas in his situation, this nigga ain't from Harlem. Like, nigga, he was coming at Jim, saying Jim ain't from Harlem, my nigga. He's telling you, like, nigga, this wasn't my man's. Yeah, we kept it cordial and kept it together, and yes, we did build. We ain't gonna get it. We gonna even get into that. You feel me? Like that's a whole nother. You feel me? That's a whole nother. He's crazy. He's from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. Yeah, you feel me? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like at the end of the day,
it's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
But it comes out and niggas is saying shit, and that's why I say when. I'm not the type of nigga to be caught off guard by a nigga, bro, because I'm not just befriending everybody and I'm not claiming everybody as my best friend. I expect certain shit from a lot of people, bro, because at the end of the day, there's only a certain amount of niggas who's ever proved it to me that they won't do certain things. You feel me?
I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm not putting it past certain niggas, gang, and that's why I said niggas gotta
stop. This is a very poor argument against Harlem having a lot of like.
Bro, what you mean?
Cam and Mason's relationship.
Bro, what you mean?
To a T.
Industry relationship is what I keep trying to tell niggas.
I think you guys are mixing.
You don't know these niggas.
Nah, fool, but I think
bro. That's the easy way out of it. They get online every day and say, "This is my best friend. Since we were childhood, I love this guy. I'm so happy we got past everything that we went through." They say this online every day at 6 a.m. fucking Pacific time, bro. And you try to act like these niggas aren't day ones. It's okay for people to fall out and air their man's dirty all out on the internet and shit like that, bro. They're day one homies. You keep trying to skip past that shit and be like,
how the fuck do you keep saying they day one homies like you know these niggas, gang?
Because they say it every day online.
Nigga, they not saying they day one homies. It's just like me saying these niggas say they don't like each other.
So which one? Jim Jones was around Cam in 97.
Yeah, but if niggas is saying we day one homies and then the next day a niggas is saying I don't even really know you like that, which one are we taking as merit, nigga?
No, that's true. But I think the point, Pooh, is what they're saying.
People
we argue in circles, bro. They're like, we argue.
Jay-Z still got Memphis Bleak around.
He's not addressing the original point.
People do that when they mad, bro.
Yeah, like, come on.
People say anything when they mad. Look, last night I got called to a situation, right? This was the situation, right? One of my homies, he was asleep, right? And in his sleep, they was shooting on him, clowning him. He woke up out of sleep, getting clown hopped up, turned up on everybody. That led to something. Oh, why y'all tripping? Why y'all recording me? Y'all weird. I'm like, bro, how are you turning up? You the same dude that was in the car with me a month ago when I was asleep that recorded me. And I told you not to post it and upload it, and you did it. How are you getting mad at them for doing the same stuff you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he did it first, objectively, he has no leg to stand on there. Like, yeah.
But people do that. So just like, yeah, I'm saying I'm your man's one day, then it's when you mad, you're gonna think of anything crazy to say.
Yeah, well, they're
I really didn't fuck
Which
with
is
you
what these Harlem niggas do.
I remember this one
exactly
time.
what these Harlem niggas do.
That's not what Harlem niggas do. That's not what Harlem niggas do. That's what niggas do. That's my point.
I remember that one time nigga you did that fuck shit.
That's what niggas do. Just because you never did it, gang. Compliments to you.
I never did it.
Nah, you said that. You literally
I said
said
falling
that.
out with my day ones, though.
That's what I just said. You said that earlier. I'm not falling out with my day ones. Niggas is gonna fall out. That happens everywhere. That's not a Harlem thing, gang.
Yeah, the point is, bro, it's not just a Harlem thing. You're exactly right. I think the point is, bro, the whole point is that the most popular people from Harlem fall out with each other. That was the whole point. And we don't see that from every area. That's the whole point.
And that's what I said.
The highest reaching people all fell out with each other. That was the grand point. I think.
The mascot.
The
mascot.
Right.
And that's what would separate it.
Yeah, French Montana from the Bronx, and he kept it solid from Morocco and the Bronx.
And what did I say?
Kept it solid with Max.
But like Jay-Z and Dame fell out, so you can make a case, but I don't think it's everybody.
But niggas is judging off of the industry shit that's going on that niggas is seeing. Like you said, it's the people that you get put that's get
but who else are we gonna judge it off? I don't know dudes off of Harlem streets.
But nigga, I'm not judging LA off of LA rap, nigga. I know LA scene is way more than the niggas who's LA rap.
Look,
it give me an understanding.
You're right. Okay,
but
and that's because you're here.
You never been up here and said some shit associated with LA about because of some shit that some popular LA niggas had done before.
No, I don't ever put everything on LA that a fucking rapper did.
I'm saying you've.
Why would I do that?
I'm saying you've never been up here podcasting and said something like synonymous with that, just to like keep the conversation going and like make sense of things. Like you said, it gives you some understanding, some context. What I'm doing is we're having this conversation in the context of what we talking about.
No.
You try to talk about life.
Man,
you try to say, don't put that on Harlem niggas.
Yeah,
Exactly. Don't put this shit on Harlem niggas.
Exactly.
I got homies from Harlem. I'm not saying every nigga that ever was born in Harlem is a snake.
Exactly what I'm saying.
That's not what I said, and that's
what you're saying.
No, it's not.
That's what you're saying. You are verbatim saying Harlem niggas is known for that.
What I'm saying is what Moose just said.
You're saying Harlem niggas is known
and then when you try to call me out about that, I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up.
You know what I'm saying?
I said I understand the
saying Harlem niggas is known for that.
In hip hop. Can we put that caveat on it?
Hold on.
In hip hop.
Do that.
We'll put that caveat on it.
Do that. When you say Harlem niggas, you encompass niggas who's not rapping.
If we're talking about hip hop,
even Cam and Mace be on It Is What It Is saying Harlem niggas is the shakiest niggas in the world. A Harlem nigga gonna spin you like nobody else. You can't can't trust the Harlem nigga. These are Harlem niggas saying that Harlem is a tricky place. You trying to defend Harlem for what? Harlem ain't taking no offense in this conversation. What you mean? He lived in Harlem. There's probably some niggas smoking right now. Talking about, yeah, what do you like that?
I never
what do you like that? Nigga, what?
Listen, my dad. Hold on. My dad is born and raised in Uptown. All right. Shouts to everybody from 110th to Washington Heights and everything in between.
Shout out Harlem.
Shouts to all of it.
I did the math on this
whole.
Yeah, it's true.
Shouts to you feel me? East Side, West Side, everything, all parts of it, all strips. With that being said, Harlem has reputations for certain things, like individuals.
My boy Lusher Chameleon.
Yeah.
He's a New Yorker now, man.
Man, my boy Pitbull. Pitbull of Harlem
Mr.
today.
International. Mr. Worldwide.
Shouts to my big brother Swave Seba and all my real Harlem hitters.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay, son. Yeah. We jacking that.
Shouts to all everybody from Harlem that I fuck with. That don't mean that all the Dipset guys don't get hella messy, don't constantly fall out with each other, have always had internal beefs.
Industry niggas.
And not just them,
bro,
but they're
gonna die on that hill, bro.
Industry niggas.
We're talking about hip hop.
Hey, we're not. The only thing I'm telling niggas.
So you trying to say Jimmy and them ain't for the street?
Did you see Paid in Full?
Yeah, there you go.
What he said?
Did you see Paid in Full?
All them outpouring them.
Yes.
Cam ain't from the street. Killer Cat ain't from the street.
Niggas
we saw fucking all that shit. You
no,
feel
not
me?
Poe. I got caught in the character.
They was
Killer
outside.
Cam, Murder Nation them.
But that's
You trying to say they not from the street?
Hold on. Let me say this.
This is generations.
Niggas could be from the streets, but these relationships that niggas is judging on ain't niggas that they actually consider to be they real bros. Is what I keep telling niggas. When you keep generalizing and saying Harlem niggas because you only know Harlem rap niggas,
But we talking
stop
about
talking about Harlem,
talking about
nigga.
hip-hop.
You only know Harlem rap niggas, nigga. You don't know Harlem niggas.
No, there's solid
The
fools
fuck,
out there
nigga?
for
He's 100% right about
You
that.
know Harlem rap niggas.
That's true.
It's the same thing.
You know, it's like the equivalent. It's like
You taught them the nigga.
In the
it's like
streets,
the
too.
equivalent. It's like the equivalent of like
Make sure Cam make the nigga.
You trolling.
Make sure Cam make
You trolling. You trolling. I ain't fucking with you.
Say it. Let me hear you say it.
Come on, bro.
They gonna be on your ass today. They gonna get this clip. They not the niggas.
Watch the sports show.
Yeah, bro. This is like saying Atlanta don't claim to be finesse capital, but anyway.
And there's not a lot of fucking gay download people there. And there's not. You feel me?
Yeah,
Why you gotta put the worst parts on them?
Nigga, since when was Harlem known as the finesse capital?
Let the Harlem niggas tell it.
What?
Let the
No,
Harlem
please don't start this.
What, nigga? Who the fuck are you talking to?
I think
Listening
Atlanta's
to
like,
knowing, gang? Nobody.
Next topic,
The fuck,
next
nigga?
All right. The Bright Elementary incident is causing chaos and backlash nationwide. A viral video of a group of kids jumping and beating up a deathly ill woman with sickle cell surfaced online yesterday. The woman was walking her kids home from school. The group of kids who had a history of bullying her children ambushed them on their way home from school. The incident happened a week after the woman flatlined in the hospital twice dealing with a severe illness. I guess, man, this sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I seen this video. It's horrible, bro. That shit's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. No bueno.
All right, we're gonna watch this off cam.
Come on, blood. Shamar looking at. Shamar. Come here. What you want, Shamar? Shamar, foot. What you want, Shamar? Shamar looking at. Come on. Look at them ankles, boy. Shamar looking at. Junior. Bitch.
Why does my son?
Hey, foot, don't touch my brother, foot.
Why? Don't touch me. Oh, hell no. Those ankles ashy as fuck.
Look at them bitches, Greg. Crackhead. Other bitches, Mari. Both of them. Oh my God,
See the video showing just a bunch of kids like surrounding this mom and her two kids.
We're not hitting them. The little
yeah,
kids
starting to
in
kick her, hit her.
The
You know
big
what I'm
kids not
saying? They roasting her
The little
shoes.
kids also smash that bitch on my
And then
brother.
one starts firing off on her.
Damn!
And
Crack,
then they all get off.
crack, damn!
And then her
Damn!
kids are hugging her while they
Hey,
hitting
fool,
on
let
her.
my homie
It's
go.
crazy,
Let
bro.
my motherfucking homie go.
Yeah, y'all
Let
can't
my
see it.
motherfucking
I don't agree with
Beat his ass, yo! Damn!
And beating up her little kid, too.
It's the cold thing.
They working us! They working us!
Yeah, I couldn't blame her for that, man.
Damn! Oh my god!
So basically,
Yeah,
the
that's horrible,
context
bro.
behind this shit is that the young kids was getting bullied, right? And
Chicago, Illinois. Oh, this Chicago.
Yeah, for sure.
Pregnant.
The young
Yeah.
kid,
She was pregnant, too.
The young kid was getting bullied,
she
and
is
basically what happened, I want to say it was the older or the mom. The mom comes home to walk her home just because she getting bullied. She ain't even pull up on some like, yo, I'm trying to fight. You feel me? She like, I just need to protect them. You feel me? So like, she walking home, and then that's when the video ensues or whatever. And I think like, bro, this is a straight result of people not being able to whoop their kids' ass no more, bro. Because these kids is crazy out here nowadays. Like this type of shit is like ridiculous, bro. As wild as people might have been, or even like I never was like, you know what I mean? But the stupid shit that we might have did, like we always respected our elders. It was always one thing where it's like, yo, bro, like no matter what you do, don't do it to an elderly person. Feel me? Don't do it to nobody mother,
Like
nobody,
women and children
nobody
type shit,
grandfather,
like, you know what I'm saying?
no child. You feel me? Nobody grandmother. You feel me? Like so, like when you see people like doing shit like this, it just really it shows you the direct result of to me, like I always put it on the parents first, bro. Like that's bad parenting, bro.
I mean, you asked a question earlier when you were like, did Chicago like set off the, dissing the dead?
I asked that, but somebody else.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, really good question. I think it's applicable in this conversation because although there was a lot of janky shit going on in all the cities, like the level of disrespect and like as far as the lines being crossed, I feel like no city we've seen that from like Chicago. It's the most out of control. There's like so little structure. You see shit like this, and unfortunately, as disturbing as this clip is, it's mirrors a lot of clips we were seeing back in 2011, 2012
sure.
when the Chirac
I was about
shit
to,
first
but
started
they don't
going
put that
viral.
on. But don't only put that on Chirac either, though, bro.
Yeah, this
because
could happen in LA, bro.
I see clips about this shit from
we ain't
all
gonna,
around the world.
Yeah, we not gonna do that. And that's what
All
I'm
around the
saying.
world,
Like I can go back to the early days, like of YouTube, before YouTube, when people people been like kicking candles, doing all that. Like I said, people just coin phrases. They ain't starting no disrespecting no dead. People been disrespecting.
No,
dead.
correct.
If I'm not wrong, is Chicago one of the most like segregated cities in America? Isn't that true? Like all the white people live on one side, and all the like black people and other minorities live on the other side.
Well, no, definitely redlining.
Yeah,
was
Chicago is very segregated.
I'm pretty sure
I was out in
it's up
Chicago
there.
for like a few months, and I went to the Costco, and I realized it was my very first time seeing an Asian person out there, bro.
Yeah,
like the north side is like all white people and stuff, students and stuff like that, and then on the south side you kind of got that going too. There's some
south
students.
side is blacks.
No,
predominantly,
but there's
yeah.
some students though. They have a very prestigious university
That's like
there.
where like most of the crime in Chicago
it's
is
mostly
concentrated
black people
in
and
South
stuff.
and West
High
Side
Park's like the
Chicago.
nice place, and then out
What
west
call
they
it.
got like a bunch of like Cicero and all that. It's like
That looked
all
like the
black
West Side. I
people.
could be wrong.
With some like Mexican people. Yeah, they look like
That
they
looked
kind of
like
out
the
west.
West
They
Side
look like they
because
kind
like
of
it's
out
more
west right
houses.
there, but
It's more houses in the West Side.
it's some
of
cuts in
Chicago.
the south side that look like that too. That's
Yeah,
what I
it's
was
true.
wondering. But they
It's
said
true.
South Deer. I don't know where that's at. But yeah, Chicago is very fucking segregated. It's insane, bro. Absolutely,
Yeah, it is
insane how
very
it
segregated.
is.
And like on top of that, though, it seems like it's just the violence is spreading more because like in Southside Chicago, there's a city called Englewood, not Inglewood, but
Yeah.
Englewood with the
The
E.
Hunnits, yeah, that's where it be
Well,
going
well,
down,
that, well,
Wild
that's
Hunnits.
that's where like O Block is.
Yeah.
That's where you know what I mean. St. Lawrence, like all that. Like the most famous beefs of Chicago have occurred in that area. But really, like Chicago got messed up when they tore down. It was already messed up, but they tore down the Cabrini Green projects and it spread people that were like from different gangs all throughout the city and changed the whole. And that was in the 90s, and then it's been progressively like getting more and more violent. It seemed like it was going in a better direction for a second, but
But
then
I
you
think
see shit like this.
We can't get away from the fact of what this is which is just like low ass kid, badass little kids, bro. Like just
who are coming from poverty
like
and shit, you know what I'm
badass
saying?
little
Going
kids,
to bad schools and shit.
Yeah,
you
which
know
is
what I'm saying?
understandable,
Like,
bro. But like at the end of the day, we gotta draw the line somewhere, bro. Cause like nigga, I don't want to see my grandmother or my mother or my sister getting beat up like this either, bro.
Look.
And like only thing we could do, I feel like, is once again like I put my shit on the parents. You feel me? Like it's y'all. Like only thing I could do to prevent some shit like this, I can't tell the next little nigga to stop doing it.
But if the parents can't do it, we need like some type of programs that's going to have type of figures that's going to be able to positive influence in their life.
At least I can do is make sure I put.
A lot of parents ain't doing that shit.
This how disrespectful they is everywhere. And like you said, it do focus on the parenting. But just the other day, I went to go see my mama. Right, I'm kicking in my mom's chilling. Drop her off some bread. So you know, I'm just talking to her. So she get to talking. She telling me her neighbors had a fight. So I'm like, your neighbors had a fight. She like, yeah. She like, my neighbor's 2 daughters was arguing, and my neighbor got tired of both her daughters arguing and asked them if they want to fight. They said, yeah. She said, okay, take it outside. So they went outside and start fighting. She let her daughters go like 3 rounds outside in front of everybody.
Sheesh.
So with that, the new age, you got people recording. She said, somebody from across the way is recording it. Grown people, though. Said the little girls turned to them and said, B, you better not be recording before we get on you next.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. This ain't Chicago. It's everywhere. And like really the parenting and like, you know what I'm saying? Like the structure of your home and shit like that, bro.
Yeah. And I respect that any day. You feel me? Before nigga, let me see my son about to go out the crib or my daughter about to go out the crib to do some shit that's gonna take their life away.
Yeah.
Get your stupid ass out of here. You feel me? Like, we ain't doing that, number one. You feel me? And like, if I do have a situation where I can pull something like that off, oh, that's for sure going down.
But this is all. But this is all like to my previous point of the lack of structure and the fact that there was all these, you know, Ricos and things that were hitting Chicago, and a lot of like the big homies got locked up, and then there was a lot less structure, and then like the kids kind of wound up taking over, and then they reset the whole structure of the gang politics and some whole other shit. You feel me? Like, so Chicago is crazy.
Kids.
Like,
you basically saying Chicago is kids ran by kids.
It's Lord of the Flies, bro. It's been Lord of the. That's the. And not to say that there's not badass kids out here. There's not badass kids in New York. Yeah, there's badass kids in Florida. There's badass kids everywhere doing fucked up shit. But there's a special brand of badass little kids out there. Because they're like the kids of badass kids. I hate to be the one to say this.
No, I'm not. I can't get with that.
I can because it's a fact at this point. Like there's no structure. There's like
no, but that's the same shit that's happening out here.
I was about to say that's happening here. That's happening.
But also, I do think,
nigga, that's happening.
I do think like places like Chicago and like St. Louis and certain parts of like Louisiana, like the level of violence that these people are experiencing around them does change that group of people. Beyond
violence,
like there's violence everywhere, bro. But that shit takes effects of generations and shit.
The difference,
the level of violence, like being at the top of the murder rate every single year for fucking 20 years, does something to a group of people for sure.
Respect and lack thereof of elders, shit like that. Like what we just saw in this video. That's different.
You can't take that away, bro. But at the end of the day, like, once again, this shit is happening everywhere. And there's examples of where people don't necessarily fall into that same portal. You feel me? And that's where it just comes down to where at some fucking point, my nigga, we have to draw the line and say, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck where you grew up. You feel me? It's the niggas on the block who was on the block just going to school. And you feel me? And niggas ain't have nothing to do with what was going on the block. You feel me? Because they knew better. You feel me? Their parents was on their ass. Whatever the case may be. Maybe the big homie was like, nah, you ain't. You know what I mean? Like, whatever the case may be. We need to start pushing that agenda more. You feel me? Because that's the fucking problem.
But I think they trying to, but kids just don't listen, bro.
But I think the fact is, I think the biggest problem, bro, is just like, in, you know, the whole weight loss shit. Niggas give themselves excuses, bro.
Yeah.
But also when you come from extreme poverty and shit, bro, that shit is a good excuse, bro.
Justification.
It's not a justification, and it's not saying it's not a contribution. Bro, when you see these motherfuckers on my
because like the exception shouldn't make the rule. One person makes it out the hood doesn't mean that the hood don't need more help, so more people could get out of it.
When you see niggas on my 600-pound life gang, and niggas diets have to be extensively built towards them, and you sitting to yourself like, bro, what the fuck? Nigga, that's because that's built towards them. Their outlying situations contribute to that. So it's not to take away from that, but nigga, we still have to make sure we get this.
But
right.
someone's making them 35 eggs for breakfast.
Because imagine their parents are 600 pounds. You know what I'm saying? That's the same as your parents being gang members. Your parents being into violence. They raised you in that, and that's just what you raised in. You don't know nothing else.
It's not saying that it doesn't contribute, but at the end of the day, nigga, if I just keep saying, hey, man, listen, the reason why I'm doing this dumb shit is because my pops was in that shit. Nigga, at the end of the day, shut the fuck up.
No, Pooh.
I know, but if you don't know nothing else,
like
you never have that thought if you don't know nothing else.
Here's the thing.
I can't keep saying that,
bro. Pooh, I get it. I get it.
Until
You're really big on accountability, and I respect the fuck out of that. Like, taking accountability for self. Look, I live by MacArthur Park. This ain't no secret. Every day, when I say I'm not surprised at what I see there, I'm saying like nothing would surprise me. I could see literally like somebody chop someone's arm off with a sword, with a saber. You feel me? It wouldn't surprise me. Literally, like I would see a motherfucking condor fly in, like you feel me on a
Jurassic Park.
Like nothing would surprise me in that bitch, bro. A pterodactyl could land in my motherfucking the side of my building.
I'm telling you, MacArthur Park got prehistoric.
No, I dropped them off. It looked like Jurassic Park.
And the pterodactyl lands on a feed, leaning. With somebody with a cold big lead, the pterodactyl just land on him, pick him up, take him away.
There's nothing I was gonna see that surprised me. So seeing this clip don't surprise me.
I was gonna say, I was like, y'all got a lot of.
It bummed me out though.
It bummed me out, but I'm not gonna say this ain't some shit I ain't seen.
With that being said,
I done seen the Corpsman get packed out by fucking
that should be bumming me out,
schoolers, bro. You feel me?
I respect you.
Come on, bro.
I respect you taking the stance of accountability.
Not even in the hood.
I respect you taking the sense of accountability and self-sufficiency, especially coming from a place like Jersey, which has a lot of funk. You feel me? A lot of shit go down out there. Like, I get it. You feel me? I respect that, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like people in Harlem don't be messy and people in Chicago don't be extra out. No, that's what I'm saying. Like this type of this.
You was on some other shit.
He
was on that. What was Pool? He was on that Moet today.
Like going extra hard to try to act like Chicago doesn't have a specific brand of like
disrespect.
Yeah. Like
no. You know, we're not saying disrespect. We said a specific brand of young children doing wild shit like this. That's not official, gang.
I mean, it just seemed like it's more prevalent.
That's not official, bro.
And I know we see that in LA. I've seen it in LA. I've seen things.
But niggas seen niggas. One of the biggest cases was the nigga Junior who got killed by a whole bunch of essentially grown men. He was a young boy. RP that.
What do you think the cops are thinking?
That's in New York.
The cops are probably like, oh, the cops are probably trying to be like, was that woman a gang member? Why are they tripping on her? Like, do you understand like how it's so common at this point? Shit like that.
Yeah, it is common, but that's the problem. It's common because it's everywhere, bro.
Let's hit the finesse though. So
let's hit it.
Let's hit the finesse.
Spin the stadium.
I'm so down to spin the stadium on this topic.
Spin the stadium.
Not to interrupt y'all. I get what you guys are getting at. These are things.
Yeah,
that
much
should be
more feel good topic.
The
next one, man.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Prayers to that lady, though, man. Prayers to that lady. Hopefully, she makes a full recovery. Her baby's okay. All that, you know what I'm saying? And she gets a big GoFundMe bag or something, man.
My prayers to you feel me? Everybody that's going.
Yeah, we need to see how her GoFundMe goes up because that one lady that called the black kid the N-word at the park, the autistic kid, she got what $55,000.
I think she got like more than that. She got like $1 million, bro. They went crazy for her.
More than that, bro.
We need $2 million for this lady and her unborn baby. You fucking scumbags out there, you fucking dirt bags.
Yeah, badass.
You want to click the Finesse2Tymes thing? I don't think we.
He was going off on Offset. He was tripping after, you feel me? Offset DM'd him for saying Stephon Diggs smashed Offset girl. Offset responded back on his IG story, letting Finesse2Tymes know when he see him, it's gonna be smoke. It's up and stuck.
This shit was funny,
did he at Offset?
In the
like was he talking about Cardi, you know, Offset got mad.
I think he was just talking about Cardi. You know, I don't think he but apparently.
Okay. I'm like, damn, bro. I know the man ain't at you. If he added you, he shouldn't have did that. But shit, everybody been talking about Cardi.
I love the way he spelled naming.
Naming.
I look like
what? I look like beefing with a BBL. Ain't finesse shit, but a BBL, sweet ass motherfucker. Get in the gym. Oh, you said bad body. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This little Finesse2Tymes rant was funny, but I hate when he be having these videos of him live, no shirt on, just talking, bro.
Putting the phone on the ground.
Bro, I hate that
funny,
shit. I be
bro.
having to click on. I'm like, nigga, I'm not watching this shit. This shit is sus. You feel me? Like, what the fuck?
That shit was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. He's funny.
All my chains on when I make
This nigga
videos.
mad at me
All my
about
videos
this
are on the
bitch,
ground.
man. You know what I'm talking about, man, about this shit eating asshole, man. Hey, but listen, first of all, you know what? I take that back. I take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I ain't gonna need to give you respect card like that, cause you a queen. You made a way out of no way. You came out the project. You came from where I came from. You understand where
You got the BBL abs for sure.
from. But at the same time, I spoke on a situation in these tender dick ass, bitch ass nigga. Then hey, bro, don't at me, bro. Don't get mad at me, my boy. You hear me, my boy? Don't get mad at me, my boy. Get mad at the football playing nigga, my boy. Don't get mad at me, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, fool? Get mad at that nigga sticking that football in that hole. That's what you get mad at, nigga. Don't get mad at me, nigga. Get mad at that nigga sticking that mother at me, man, about this motherfucking football up that bitch, man. You know what I'm talking about? Get up off me, my boy. You hear me? This ain't it, my boy. You hear me? So look, I'm finna put y'all down. This hoe ass nigga, right? This hoe ass
He said
nigga,
I'm about to put y'all
right?
down.
Out of nowhere,
Nigga said I'm about to put
I
y'all
see
down.
Thanks for the heads up.
Finesse2Tymes. Don't speak on my name. The last time you was in Atlanta. The last time I was in Atlanta, what, nigga? I was just in Atlanta last night. Nigga, fuck is you talking about, nigga? What's wrong with y'all hoe ass nigga like a nigga Dunkin' Rick or something, nigga? I'm outside, man. I don't know what you niggas done heard, man. I don't know what y'all heard, man. I don't know who y'all let tell y'all a motherfucking story about me. But believing them motherfucking stories gonna get your motherfucking head tore off your motherfucking shoulders, boy.
Ain't meaning you still got the price tag on this fucking hat.
Popping it.
You know, see, y'all ain't seen this side of me because I was on them motherfucking Fed papers. And I already knew them folks
For
gonna
a minute. That's the longest rant ever.
He might be the funniest since Sauce Walker, if I'm being fully honest.
Nah, bro. Clip of the week though is Ty Dolla $ign's getting his security to remove the staff from saying he can't smoke in the studio.
I seen that.
That shit was hilarious, bro. I said I need some more money, nigga.
No,
I need some more money, nigga. That
hold
was
on, no.
Hold on, we gotta stay on this topic
Clip of the
real quick,
week.
though.
One
We gotta stay
second,
on
hold
this
on. I
topic
gotta
real
say
quick.
it. Clip of the week is motherfucking security trying to take Evil off the stage during Raffy performance, bro.
I gotta
that
peep
was
that. We gotta
the
peep that after,
funniest
for sure.
shit ever, bro. He was tripping, bro.
But this was the topic yesterday. Was like, as Offset, is you gonna trip with all these dudes starting to shoot their shot at Cardi, talk about Cardi, bars about Cardi, everything about Cardi.
Where is this energy for Pooh Shiesty?
So look, when I
How do
heard
you
y'all
feel?
discussing this last night, I feel like you guys were keying in on the wrong thing. I don't think he's tripping about dudes getting at Cardi. I think he's tripping at dudes getting at him. You feel me? I think this was like a direct thing where he was like mad at him.
I asked if he said, that's why I asked if he say Offset Day, but he was said whatever he said about Cardi.
I think he said something about Offset for sure. I don't think that this was about because Offset.
Nah, but yeah, that's what I've said. But like Finesse2Tymes, like you
Because
would
look,
think dudes like, bro, you can't be mentioning no dude's name, man. Like whatever that's like.
But
yeah,
that caption said he got mad at him for talking about Cardi B. That's what it said.
Oh yeah, so yeah. I mean, if he ain't mentioned, like that's the thing. If you go at one, you got to go at all.
I'm guessing it's saying because it says Offset DM'd him first, but I'm guessing they meant that Finesse DM'd him since Stephon.
What a fall from grace. This is sad to watch. Come on, Offset, get it together. I'm fucking.
Oh yeah. He said Stephon Diggs smashed Offset girl. That's what he said.
Oh yeah, so you threw the man name out there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't be just leave me out there.
Yeah, I feel like it's direct disrespect because Offset
It
said some
is.
shit. He said he don't give a fuck about like Cardi's dating life or whatever. You
Just
know what
leave
I'm
me
saying?
out
He
of
not-
it type
yeah,
shit.
He not
for
tripping
sure,
about that, but
for sure.
But he never would have even like responded to this back in the day type shit. So.
But did y'all not see the clip of Finesse kind of like copping it? He was like, "What'd I say to you?" Like he was, He was like, "What I say? What I?
Man,
What I
fuck
say?"
that poll.
He was like, "What I say about you?
Max
What I
B
say
won the
about you?"
last
He was
one.
on
Yeah,
the
I was
phone,
actually
like
trying
kind of
to find
copping
this
it,
a little
like.
bit more.
So that was a little strange. There.
Blueface ain't win the poll because we already decided yesterday that there's a 10% West Coast bias. The fact that Max B had 43%, we know the truth, dog.
Man,
Like
come
you can't
on,
really
man.
like. With that being said, we're gonna get into these super little chiz and ayahs and ass right quick. If y'all want us to say anything about what y'all got to say, shoot one right now. 5 and up. You feel me? Live and up. With that being said, Philip Delamanai 560 said, Lush, I started listening to Max B recently. It sounded like 50 Cent. Who did the sound first? P.S. 50 Cent is the greatest rapper to do his own hooks. Hey, that's a strong argument. I would say that if you really go back and do your research, you'll see that Max was using that style at the same time that, they both kind of came up with it congruously. With that being said, I've always described to people that have never heard his music that Max B's like 50 Cent if he rapped really fucking good and like had more syllables and was just way cooler.
Cent rapped really good.
You're tripping.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. We need to wrap
50
this
really only
episode up.
50 really only
No, like as far as like from like a technical perspective of
50
like bars. And
50
shit
only
like
rap
that.
like that.
I still
50
got
got shot.
bars.
50 got bars, but not like Max.
I
Like
don't
Max
wanna
is
hear
on
it,
another.
bro. Let's keep
This
going.
isn't a
Let's keep
conversation.
going, please.
Someone else need to.
But Mr. Burrow, how come when I watch No Jumper News, you guys are always talking about a video for so long without showing it? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, shit.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, I feel you, gang. Cartier C said, just watch Brandon and Mooseman debate. You guys both brought up both points. Brandon just yells too much. I thought they both killed it. Brandon's hilarious and super entertaining, and Mooseman really be doing the knowledge. You can't really say shit.
The mathematics.
XCF Hus, been a member for 7 months. Poop now has a crown for worst take. With Ricky on the cast, it's almost impossible to do so. Flush Poop. And then Bernoa 2326. Welcome to the Whack Pack. You feel me? With that being said, we got Young and Hefe. We got Pooh. We got Lush of the no. We got motherfucking Ricky. No Bobby. We got motherfucking my player partner Moose Man. We got the Berganza brothers on the boards. Never counterfeit. We about